Yo, driver.
People keep reporting that the goods got missing.
Stop the life and people, man. You want a shoes in your head.
They choose to come up with that to solve the problem. Angela don't work, right? And what they do, they register the cat and cat them. They register the and cat them. Everybody have a number.
Put again. That's not true. That is not true. Nobody. Think I get with you know I go to the downtown man scripty. Could you tap the man on my downtown man scripty? You know
what on footer.
What Steve?
What on man? Footer. What the people must say, you said they register, but the registration is the tax. Because 3,000.
No, but hold on, but Squitty. When the brother talking, the brother came up and make it look. No, but Squitty, when the brother come up and talk, he talk like say that the people them have to be paying tax. Right? And I'm saying, you put the thing out there, there was a registration fee to register the car them, so all of the car them get a number. So hold on. So you would get when you put your goods on a card, you have a number where you write down. You have a number where you write down. So this person. So in case if you go around at the bus stand and you know see your goods,
nobody not write down nobody not call it a number for the hand card when them take a hand card. Nobody not write down the registration number.
Move on from that, man. We can move on. Because it cause confusion.
I'm alone write down registration number for hand card.
Yeah.
Now move back. Are you sure?
You're downtown now.
Yes, you're sure we love it.
You're
sure we get correction and put them on admit, say make a mistake and move on.
Yeah, but you see, footer no admit, so we are move on left that. Because that is it. You call it, you pay your registration fee, and that's the tax the government collect.
That's a tax.
Yeah, Steve, nobody good span and cat and me and Steve hold you. All one of your foot them papa, you go up a public hospital, go lay down and make that plaster polish.
All right. Hold it, let's Aaron. Hold on. Sorry. Big up your shake. Sorry. I'm new to mic now.
Yes, good my there. Good night. It's good to me. I make somebody go before me.
No man, respect my son. Go man. Nobody now.
No man, me I do something right now. That's why I say.
Alright,
make somebody go in the meantime.
No,
yeah, man.
you might do something to come up, Scritty. You might do something.
No, I'm gonna stay in the box, but me I say I'm still listening.
Okay, all right.
But me intend for respond, but through me I look for something right now.
Let me respond to Kika. I mean, atop footer eye. Footer.
I know footer eye.
Footer man. Footer eye, footer down, footer. Me not even to. Me not call him no name. Footer. You know why me use my original name Footer? We not scared of people. Footer one time we used to back and bad up people and him something. Footer bust people now. Big up people. It's when you hear a youth will come from the ghetto. Me don't know ghetto you come from, me no school Footer. But me can tell you, Waterhouse, my band, Jonah Reed, grow me. I pay a ghetto to ghetto, my bunks from. Yeah, me won't even ask which ghetto you come from. But me I tell you, Footer, I say willpower, strong mind, and ability, shall I tell you no, that can't stop no ghetto youth like we. And when you hear one man come out of the ghetto and can come tell you, say most man can do it if them guard the mind. I say a man like you, we can't guard the mind from you. You just spilled some things like probably me not talk about no PNP and no JLPNP. I tell you about me and Jamaica. And you tell me say a PNP. Me make my money. Party, I wear there when man I run the money, I do my thing in the market, party. I push and cat on the put blood clot lights upon. Eh? Oh, you're there. You tell me, say, I went PJ, me make my work. Party, me a 51-year-old party. 07. And Bruce Golden.
Oh, say you will start make money.
By my story and your story, you know me? And me, I tell you. So me, I talk about me 18 years, by me don't know your age. I cut from Franklin Town, Somerset Street. When I know sabotage just to get sabotage, you know. Ralph Brown ran it to it. I was about 4 MP hold down the constituents party. Right now it's still hold down. I'm still go over them, Dan. Me not left out me youth them.
Then over the same way.
Eh?
Then.
That I know the cousin.
Yeah.
Out of Harbour View him there, you know. Harbour View him there. So to tell them man the party.
Yes, sir.
We not the hard tight party. A guard me left. Franklin Town go and start link with some man from Bronx. I will start all of from market.
Brother, you must know get
I would put a bridge in that party, man.
Ian. Hold this, don't say nothing more.
That's not more, brother. They don't get to lie, brother.
I'm not used to other people that tough stuff other people and start big up people. What you me done?
Ian, that's nothing more. Because he don't know nothing about town.
Buddy, with that town from Thursday market truck come in. And that's what we look for.
Oh, we now left.
Where let's go?
We now left.
Steve.
Yo.
The whole of bus park gate, Portmore bus park gate, and no boy no test. Any boy come there, so come take nothing, you know where it go.
Buddy.
But
just happy.
Coronation market, you know, and my brother used to run.
And this man make the most money in a coronation market.
Nobody thinks.
Nobody can do bad. It's not bad. Me not tell you about no. Me not tell you about no PMP. I me not tell you about no JLPNP. I tell you about Jamaica. Jamaica means.
Come on, what people are teach people things. I like my tell man.
So me not say Ankia man no push and left some people, you know. But no Ankia man never that thief. Nobody thinks for no white scale.
Brother, it that going down to. I'm gonna be honest, brother.
I don't know
Squitty
this what
people used to downtown, brother.
Footer, we should get to your
This make no sense.
One at a time, brother.
Yeah, Footer, let me ask you this. Footer, what else? My general.
World Tech Life. World Tech Life days. Now
all right, cool, let me done. Water. You know Junior Reid, no?
Oh.
You know Junior Reid?
Easy yourself, man.
One blood. Well, let me ask you, I him grow my party.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Him grow me done.
There is something else that me hear and I want to address it and I put on me want to ask.
All right, after now.
Yeah, Footer.
What are they, Ian? Me to make the look, Ian.
Pretty and my talk, you know.
You know, say, I'm going to ask Footer a question and you talk.
Okay.
Footer.
Wait there. Me I go in the shower, get inspiration my box. I guess him Footer for go all and shower here like me.
You show my beard.
All right.
Nah, see, man.
Let's say beard.
That's how you beard.
You know what? A girl pick the shower, man. Go on where you go shower, man. Girl pick the shower.
Nah, man, that girl beard, man.
Bad man beard.
A back for the beard, Footer.
Oh, God. Squitty, you give me the chance to ask a question.
You ask the question.
Yeah. Footer. Tell me one country in the world. From here you talk about CIA. Tell me one country in the world when I have a spy in it. A CIA or any other form.
Brother, we're talking, let me say, yo, stop asking stupid questions. Right? We are talking about what the CIA did in a Jamaica.
Yo,
right?
Well on the chef win. Put a hype. You said that it was the
It's not Footer hype, man, a Footer.
Footer, yeah. You said the JLP carrying CIA, and I'm asking you to tell me one country that the US or any other country do not have a spy, you know?
Yeah, I don't live in the right, you know.
Brother, we are talking about what they did in a Jamaica, right? I don't care about what they do to nobody else, right? I don't care about what they do to anywhere else in the world. We're talking about what CIA allowed the CIA to come in a Jamaica come do.
No, but I'm asking you, do you know the role of a CIA?
Brother,
No,
You want to ask that question? Answer the man.
we no business what they do elsewhere.
No, well, on.
Boxman, answer the man. You want to ask the question.
So hold on, let me ask you a
reason.
question.
Hold on, Chef Wayne. Hold on, man. One at a time, man.
Hold on the footer. Hold on it. All right. Let me put it away, yeah. Right? Tell me one country that can stop a CIA from coming out of the country. One government, any nation
Brother,
who can stop a CIA.
We're talking about a country that an opposition leader that allow himself to be used, right? To be used by the CIA to go against
No,
the
I'm asking you.
We're not talking about nobody else. We're not talking about nobody else. We're talking about what happened in Jamaica.
Well, on my view and Footer. So you're
We're
telling
talking
me,
about what happened in
so
Jamaica.
Footer, well on, you're telling me that the leader of the opposition can CIA come in power or when CIA got in a power. Make it make sense.
When he worked, the CIA worked through him in a Jamaica.
When he was in opposition.
Right, and that's why they worked through him because the whole thing about KGB never there Jamaica.
Oh, they never there Jamaica? You sure about that?
No. Yes.
Oh, you never gonna know. Anyway, Squitty, this make no sense. Manley dead, Siago dead, and we don't want to hear about it. We are talking about Mark Gold and Jonas right now, because this not gonna work. My humblest opinion.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Let me continue. Squitty.
Yeah, Put up. Me have a question for you first. The councillor sent them as a capital government land. Where you think about that?
Tell the government go take him off fight. Plain and simple. Tell the government
come off.
Tell the government, him and the government got something.
You call it corruption.
Right?
The corruption, right? The corruption, right?
Tell the government.
Ask your question. Would you call it corruption?
I don't know the details behind it or what. I just hear you saying it. Something there. Now I can't speak, but I have to find out the information.
All right. Them not have information. Love him less.
We don't have no information on that.
All right. Let me continue with me selling Dr. Michael Andrew Holness. We'll continue with it. I'm going to burn out the PNP then, because PNP is a tax nation. So back when PJ and Portia was in the power of ruling Jamaica, there are lots of beaches sell out, like Duns River Fall.
Duns River Fall don't sell out, brother.
Wow. I'm not gonna say nothing more. But if me can say, so me not jump in for you because me not say appeal like you tell.
A UDC control Duns River Fall.
Bueno, what that?
You finished, sir?
Yeah, but I just have correct is you don't tell a lie.
You finished, yes,
no, but
no.
hold on. But split
you
it.
Finished? Are you finished,
hold on. Just hold on. No, but hold on, chef. Just hold on there. Hold on there.
No, don't hold on. You mute your mic. When you hear big people attack,
stop it, chef.
When you hear big people attack, sir, mute your mic.
Duns River Fall is not sellout. Don't do that.
When you hear big people attack, mute your mic.
Chef, I'm quite sure you know all as me, you know.
Sir, when you hear big people attack, mute.
You know all as me. So not bright yourself.
Come on, man.
Let's stop look at basic thing, man. Stop look at triviality, man. Triviality, I wait name.
You sound like some swim around, you know. That's why you behave so.
Nobody go down them line, the brother. Just talk
Well,
no
make him
man.
a new
Talk
team right now,
about your
man.
policies, no man.
Make him a new team right then, sir.
Talk about your policies, brother. I'm going to steal like big people, man. Nobody look up at me.
All right. Let me continue doing what me I do because me not watch them. All right. The first thing with Mr. Holness. Mr. Holness threatened the police force. He sent go to Israel. He not even send. He go to Israel. And ask Israel for some technology to combat crime in Jamaica. And when he
Which
come back,
technology may bring in?
huh?
Which technology may bring back for Israel?
In first he was mentioning to Peter Bunting. Peter Bunting come out and tell the people them say, do not make Andrew Holness is like a satellite. Do not make Andrew Holness watch them in their backyard. Right? So when we go to Israel and ask Israel for the help, I'll come back and talk to the Minister of Security, opposition leader of security, Peter Bunting. Peter Bunting come out and tell the people them, do not make Andrew Holness watching in our backyard. Right? If Peter Bunting did love Jamaica, he'd agree with Andrew Holness because crime was high. But otherwise, Andrew Holness go and make sure he get the smartest technology to combat crime with the police force. And he transformed the police force. The next thing, the health system. The health system. What Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton do in Jamaica with the COVID, no country not do it. Media America, me hear people come back for Jamaica and say Jamaica is one of the most equipped country with COVID. America was let loose. How much people dead over here? Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton are trying to protect the people them out there and them cuss out the government.
All right. We'll let this know, my brother.
So listen my last word, sir. I want to tell the people them again. Choose Jamaica. Choose Michael Andrew Holness because for whatever, backward never.
All right. Beswick. All right, Bode.
Yes, Squitty, because right now I'm confused because this conversation is making no sense. What is there a topic? What do you want me to speak on? But what is it, Squitty? Honestly, I feel laugh because I can't believe say you have these dense individuals in Jamaica who call themselves big people. People can't so dense. Like Footer said him grew up in a water house. Like he grew up in a water house from my knowledge is a PNP haven. And the people them down there in 2025, they're still poor. Them still desolate and nothing are going for them. And you're proudly enough to come on platform a champion for the PNP. At what end? At what cost? Me see people now from Angela Brownberg constituency I come up on TikTok, them tired of the sufferation, them tired of the struggles, and them want a change because them see every other else constituency develop. Squitty, mute. Every other else constituency I develop but them. In a Mark Golden constituency we're run by Omar Davis, who should have come from prison right now as we speak for over 40 years and hand over to Mark Golden. Mark Golden have done nothing of substance to uplift the people them life in a southern country. Nothing at all. And talking about that man that reject with a Portland, oh, them give him rent beach and him a carry government to court. It make sense. You cannot be complaining that the people have no access to beach while you are arguing up a beach in Portland and charging the people to access the beach. But he will get where I look for in June time. But you see the young people them, you need to open your eyes, you need to look, you need to listen. The PNP makes no sense at all. Look on Damian Crawford. Every time that dread diminish your brain and then give your brain rot and then to apologize because them diminish your brain and then give your brain rot and then tell you not to thank you. Andre none of that perfect example. Oh, I know Andre from the weed. Because that's all he have to offer young people. Crystal Tomlinson, another young Jamaican who had a bright political career, our career done. PNP is not for young people. If you check the statistics, 90% of the people who follow PNP is over the age of 50. Jamaica is going to be 63 years old in a couple of days. That cannot be the future. Cannot be the future of Jamaica when 90% of the people who follow you is over 50 and the country almost have turned 63 years old. There is no future in the PNP. Mark Gordon today still is the holder of a British passport because he has no interest in serving the people of Jamaica. And before me stop talking and give somebody else a chance, just a reminder to the children and people here and those on the For You page. Do you want a leader with a substance abuse problem? Just think about it. Your leader at the heads of CARICOM meeting, go down the conference center or whatever conference center then they across the Caribbean, and because in silico white rum or local liquor, can't hold it. And the first sip, him get drunk and incoherent and start chat foolishness, start urinate upon himself or embarrassing that I go to Jamaica. That is what Mark Golding is currently doing now as the leader of the opposition. And it's all there in video. Mark Golding, when he's not drunk and a cuss bad word, he might talk, say, oh, I'm going to bring the people them go up a garden town. Me never know, say, Parliament up a garden town. I thought it was Garden House. When him be a St. Elizabeth, he might say him be a St. Mary. He might walk around with the wall and pants front wet up. So, I don't know, a piss or a water. At this point, we cannot allow Mark Golding to get him hands and power. It not going to work out in our favor. We cannot do it. And I rest.
All right. My view.
Yeah, yes, Quitty. The question I want to ask the Jamaican people, just as Goody would have asked the question, and this is from Mark Golden. If you have somebody in an interview that you wish to hire as a manager to run your business, and to every question that you ask him, he made a mistake and have to correct himself. To every time he opens his mouth and make a mistake and have to correct himself, would you hire him for the job? Is that a competent person? As Goody said, is a lot of mistake. Him talk about the weed. In a parliament, he say he never give a budget speech. He make mistake with St. Mary and St. Anne. In go on, he make another, he say him mouth slip and he cuss a bad word. He make a mistake again, him say him a go garden town instead of garden house. And at the same time, if you have somebody and you interview him and not all time he uneasy and a crutching butt, would you hire that person for your business? It's a question to Jamaican people. Are you going to hire somebody that constantly making mistake and have to correct himself? For one, Squitty, the People's National Party have nothing to offer to Jamaica. When they lost the election in 2007, and the question was put to Paul Burke, what happened causes you to lose the election? Paul Burke said, we, the PNP, have run out of excuse. What is an excuse? And up until today, we have seen that the PNP brain have politically collapsed. And you talk about young people. And I will go further with a Kern Spencer. Look what they did to a Kern Spencer. A young, bright mind. What happened to him? He's nowhere to be found. Basil Waite is nowhere to be found.
Kern Spencer turn vlogger man. I have a channel, you know.
So you imagine you move from a lawmaker to a blogger. And this is what the PNP does to young people. And let me tell you this. Any young person or any Jamaican today who don't understand what is happening must go back to Michael Andrew Holness' speech that he made in 2016. He said, look, this is not a tomorrow vision. This is a 2030 vision. And what we're seeing is that everything that he said he was going to do from 2016 to 2030, he is achieving it. When you look at the connectivity of Jamaica, there is nowhere in Jamaica you want to go, and it's going to take you over 3 hours to get there anymore.
Somebody asked one to Lisa Hanna.
You see, Lisa Hanna was such one of those young, brilliant minds, you know. But after switching to the People's National Party and realized that she had to play by the rule, she was trying her best to see if she could fit in. But Lisa Hanna should have returned from early, and today what happened to her? She can't jump over fence anymore. She have to go and strip naked today and show her body on Twitter or whatever I want to be. And that is what and that is what they do.
What are you talking about?
Oh, so you never hear about it?
So what?
Okay, all right.
And that
because the PNP keep on saying she is no good, right? She was on social media showing up her body to show them that she's still sexy.
The lady did a photo shoot. She did a photo shoot.
when?
She did a photo shoot as a model. She did a photo shoot and she posted my picture.
When her clothes
She's
are
a
half
politician.
She was
She's
in a bathing suit. Bathing suit.
Oh, that's recent?
Bathing suit. She did a photo shoot. She did.
That's recent?
Yes, she did a photo shoot.
Oh, so maybe she had to go back her modeling career.
Right. Because she's still in her 50s and she did the photo shoot for the something. It's a photo shoot she did.
She left at the party though.
The lady not naked. Just stop putting misinformation out there, brother.
But hold on. Let me ask you a question. If you walk out on the street and you see a woman in a bikini suit, what you gonna say?
She's not naked. So when you go up on the beach and you see one lady now.
Anywhere, footer.
Let me move on, left the point, man. Let's just stand the point.
Footer.
Milan.
So I am warning the Jamaican people not to stop the progress that is happening. The vulnerable, like the old people, who a pension have put in place for them what never worked in their life. More so, most of the artists, most of the reggae artists support the People's National Party, but it took the JLP government to give them an insurance to cover them till one of them asked the JLP to put it in a stone that it will never be disappear again and it will be there for life. Vote Jamaica. Vote JLP.
All right, respect. Inspiration. Inspiration.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
I've been listening. I'm trying to gather the real meat of the discussion tonight. What I've discovered, people are all over the place. I'm trying to see what really is a real discussion. But I don't know. I just want to bring something to the discussion. I don't know how much you guys were listening, but the PNP seems to be, it's like you're throwing dart on a dartboard, and sometimes it sticks, sometimes it falls to the ground. And I heard a Damian Crawford. I don't know if you guys could back me up on this. And I think he's they're attempting to extend the school days for a couple of hours more. I want to know if Damian Crawford is all okay in his mind, having been in the classroom with these children for many hours for the day, and would believe that teachers have nothing else to do, don't have a life outside of school, that they don't want to have them in school, and the flimsy excuse or explanation he has laid out. And I'm trying to make the link, because I think this is I don't know if it's lunacy or some form of bipolarism or whatever it is, that they would come up, and particular Damon Crawford would come up with this kind of a garbage talk. The children are left alone, and young ladies or young girls are getting pregnant before time. And I'm trying to put a link and find a correlation, and I'm having a hard time coming up with what Damien Crawford is trying to propose. And I said this, that the longer the Prime Minister takes to call the election, it's the more the PMP will shoot themselves in the foot, and they will spiral, and they will get, the people will really see who they really are. They have no plan, and they're making up these garbage proposals that has no merit. It has no basis. It's just, they're just making up things and trying to make a mockery of Jamaicans' lives. I cannot believe this. How does one stay in school an extra 2 hours to what? Babysit children so they don't get pregnant? I'm at a loss to figure out as to what Damien Crawford is saying or where the opposition is going with this. I mean, your first line of defense and your first teacher are your parents. And if your parents are not able to control their homes, yes, you're going to have your children at school for some time with the teachers, and the teachers can only do so much. And if after the children left the school, the classroom, it's out of the teacher's hands. Now, if you have a strong PTA program, yes, of course, you might get some results. But I mean, teenage pregnancies has been around for the longest while. Having them an extra two hours in the classroom is not going to negate that. So I cannot understand what a Damien Crawford is saying and what the opposition is trying to propose. To me, it makes no sense. I hope you guys had heard that. And what are your views on this kind of a patchwork that the PMP is trying to do? I can't say anything else. It's like a patchwork. How is that going to stick? How is it going to work? I mean, I hope the teachers are paying attention and to realize who they're going to be voting for and who they're going to elect. And whether or not they're going to pay them or not, it's not so much money or whatever. It's a whole principle behind it. To me, it's total garbage. So I don't know if other people have heard it, and what are your thoughts on this garbage proposal? I would say a proposal that makes no sense. It's just something that we need to start to look into, and the undecided need to pay attention to these things that is being proposed by the opposition. They're trying to build homes. They're trying to, and they're coming with all kinds of different. Every day there's something else. Every day there's something else, and whatever they're saying. One guy was on a platform somewhere there, I think in the East End, and he's trying to give farmers so much more for their coffee and all kinds of stuff. It seems he alone is going to do that. It's not something that he's going to be. It's not going to be a collective approach by his party. It seems he's alone going to run the farming sector of Jamaica and give everybody whatever they're supposed to get. Give them their due. I don't know how they're going to do this. If you listen to them, they're so. I mean, they're so disjointed. Everyone seems to having their own view and opinion as what they're going to do. There's not a collective approach as to what we're going to do and how we're going to move the country forward and make Jamaica better from where we have it now to better to better for the citizens of Jamaica. They have no plans. And I hope people are paying attention to these little bit of sound bites, little jab here and there, because it's total garbage. Total garbage. We have not heard anything that makes sense coming from the opposition. So right then and there, it tells you the kind of Jamaica you're going to have under the opposition. It's one that, you know what, it's going to bring you right back to where we're coming from. And I believe with so much disorganization, they're going right to all the little savings that has been put aside under this administration to patch their kind of a patchwork. And what's going to happen? It's going to leave the country broke. It's not the first time. It's not the second time. They have done it. They have done it throughout their leaderships and their administrations. And we've seen the results. I hope we're paying attention. And it's time when we ask a question and start questioning the opposition. And I don't know how good our media, the media fraternity is, because they're hearing these sound bites and nobody's sticking a microphone in these people's face to really question or get them in an interview and let the nation could hear exactly what their plans are. Nobody seems to want to bell the cat, I guess. And they could only hear them going around dropping sounds like little landmines, you know, planting landmines, exploding here, exploding there. I would find a good concrete message and a plan that the people could look through. This election is going to determine where the Jamaican minds are, where the nation, where the minds are, how they think. Is a very critical election. I believe this election is more than the 1980s election. The 1980 election was packed with violence. This one, why this one is more critical? It's a battle for the mind. This is where we see how critical a thinker the nation is, the electorate is. And this is more crucial. It's a pivotal role that this election will play in the lives of Jamaica going forward. I land there.
All right, brother. Puta.
It is amazing. It is amazing how somebody is trying to create a way to fix our education system by saying that they are going to implement a 2-hour extension. And this, boy, oh boy, sorry, no. But
hold on. So Footer, you think say 2 hour extension good?
Hold on, man. Just hold on there. Just hold on. Because I don't see you're talking about extending a 2 hour school period and you can get teenage pregnancy. Yo, brother, underneath for underneath for run from Jamaica.
Support that Footer. You support the 2 hours.
Right? Underneath for run from the how extending the school hours for 2 hours to enhance the kids them, to push them further. How you reach teenage pregnancy in another argument there, brother. Brother, if you don't know what the man plan to do.
Footer, you support the extension?
Yes, because here it happened. The extension is good. It's something when you do private lesson in a school, an extension same way. Right? When you go to school and your child do private lesson, an extension same way.
No, but I know every student the private teacher, the private lesson. I know all teachers.
This is not where the extension is not going to be for every student. It's going to be for the student them that is behind. Right? It's not every student. Right? So
did he clarify that?
Is that just a thing crash?
He never clarified
about it. The whole thing about
it. Did you hear him say that there's going to be teenage pregnancies? Did you not hear that? But did you not hear that? Listen to the entire interview. Listen to the entire interview.
You talk, brother. I talk, man. You talk, brother.
You talk, Squitty. When you jump in for me?
So Squitty. So Squitty.
Yeah, Chef Wayne. Yeah.
We have a problem with some of our students them. And the man gave a brief snapshot of what he's planning to do as when he formed the Minister of Education, right? He did not go into detail about it, right? I think what you need to do, if you before you beat it down and before you say it can't work, you should get the information out there and the ideas of what it is all about, right?
Let me ask you something. In your opinion, take out your political cap. You think say, you think say that's a good idea for the kids them and for the teacher them? 2 more hours?
Yes.
Because that's going to the kids them go home later than before.
Yeah, but I'm saying, hold on. You're going to over by 4:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30, right? It's still give this time for something. Is what happened. We have a problem. We have a problem with some of our students them, right? And we need to fix that problem early and quick, right? So if you are going to bring a method in that is going to scale down the number of students in a classroom by those that are on par can go home and those that are not on par stay back and you do that 2 hour revision with them and push them forward.
Never hear the part there.
Yeah, we never. It's because he did not go into detail with it.
No, that matters.
Because it is just he just gave something there and a snap of what he's planning to do.
All right, let me ask you this again. Right? So you think say 2 hours they can make the kids them learn what they never learn from morning?
2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day.
Well, I know most kids learning at the early morning when they just go to school after lunchtime.
And I'm saying no, but kids learn anytime, Squitty. Kids learn anytime.
They learn most in the morning when they just
If so be the case, we don't need extra lesson after school.
Then because they don't learn enough, why they need the extra lesson.
Then that's right. Then the same thing. Something. It's just that this is something that initiative where the government are gonna take, and you're gonna choose the kids them that need to do it. Right? And something so that you bring up the reading level.
That. You never said that.
But I talked to Damien Crawford on a live. I talked to Damien Crawford on a live before.
Yeah, but from way back when.
No. Because all the man did, and I'm saying, if anybody want to find out what the man meant and what is the plan, you don't talk and just without information. Go get the information before you talk. Me hear them mention and I talk about PNP not have no ideas, and the same man come say everybody just come up with a different idea, right? Everybody is in charge of them constituency, and everybody is gonna have to respond to move them constituency forward, right? So you have to bring up ideas that is gonna fit your constituency, right? So Hubert Williams said him gonna increase the coffee, the price of the coffee to boost the coffee farmers them. if that's what, if him do them calculation and it's the way it can go, we go that route
But
there.
he have no power to do that. We're
Right?
not, it's a garbage. You know that.
Right? We
He
mean him
have
not
no
have
power
power.
to do that.
Total
They can
nonsense.
do it. They
Total
can do it.
nonsense.
They can do
Total
it.
nonsense.
Right?
Squiddy,
This-
him
Well,
a go do it.
I
Squiddy, him a go
heard
buy out
Cliff
all like
Hughes.
coffee them.
I
so-
heard Cliff
him a go
Hughes
buy them, so
interview
him a
that
go
guy.
carry it.
Listen,
Only
Cliff
that.
Hughes interviewed that guy,
Well,
and
all
he
I know
couldn't
is
come
yeah,
forward
Cliff
to say
Hughes.
anything.
All
Well,
our
and Cliff
inspiration,
Hughes,
please.
Cliff Hughes,
Let him done.
nothing where the
Let him
PNP
done.
put out there, Cliff Hughes is going to encourage it. Because Cliff Hughes is a laborer. So when you come and talk about Cliff Hughes, everybody know Cliff Hughes is a public arm for the government. So let's leave that alone, right? When you're talking about a party that don't have no ideas, you're talking about the Jamaica Labour Party. When Bobby Montague out there tell people for sending them ideas where them have so that they can make up the manifesto. Right? You've been in power for 9.5 years now, and you're going out there and asking people to send ideas for you to make up your manifesto. That is evidence of a party that don't have no vision, don't have no lead where how the country is going. Right? You implement system.
May not read
bring
it like
in,
that, you know.
right?
May not read it like that. I think that is a
You
government.
bring
that
in
should
things
be
in the
able to do a
country,
thing like that.
and when you ask Darrell Vaz, how much a school bus is going to cost to run on a yearly basis? You can't get a figure because what happened? They did not do. Them not have no clue what them do. They just try run and create political stunt. Brother, let me tell you, no man. The Jamaica Labour Party days are over. Time come for the People's National Party to take up the web of the people of the country and run the
All of this,
country.
so you have
Right?
to explain what time come in. All right, let me ask you one question, Footer. What time come in?
Time come that these Jamaican people are tired of the crooked government by the Jamaica Labour Party. Time come me that we are tired for this hardship of life that is going on in Jamaica. Time come that we want back our country where we can work and save our money and buy our own homes, right?
Hand
That's
out
what
licky
time
licky
come
people.
in. That's what time
Hand
come
out
in.
people.
Hello, I own have the old broke government. We don't give
right.
all school bus, we don't give all police car, right? And we give all boat. We have the all boat government.
Footer, land it there, sir. You make your point. I say long gone. Steve, your time. Then Tari. Steve, your time. Steve JLP. JLP, Steve.
Steve drop asleep.
Tari, go on.
Wanna bring back big footer, we ain't gone.
Footer, them are done with it, you know, man. Forward now.
Bring him back there, bring back big footer.
As soon as me ready for come on.
Jadan, why you say me bias? What me bias with? You ask him the correct question, them.
As soon as me ready for come up for talk to Footer him gone. Now what do me say? Anyway.
Him know say you ready for him, Tari, that's why. From him here, me I tell Squitty take me down and take you up. Him want run. Every one of them afraid of you.
Anyways, just I gotta address some stuff Footer say first before I even go back to the children and where education is concerned and Damien. For him to suggest that Cliff has his biases, or not biases, but I'd say it's a labor right. We understand that persons in the news media are going to have their confirmation bias and implicit bias. I don't disagree. Any person is gonna have a bias. However, and I'm speaking for Cliff Hughes, I've watched Nationwide for a good amount of time now to know that Cliff has been the most truthful and fair person that I have seen. Whenever an interview is being hosted, Cliff ensures that he has persons from both parties there. Whether it's based on the constituency, whether it's based on any national related matter, finances or whatever, there's always someone from who has views on both sides there, right? That is what you call fair. And when the members of the People's National Party decide not to show up on these programs, it's not Cliff's fault, right? That's the PNP and their issue. Additionally, I will also say that knowing Cliff has offered critiques of the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party, both of them. I'm not new to this. Yes? So, which script wrote our, anyways. Right. So, let us not even get into that. Right? I will additionally say that, listeners, just for your update, I haven't been as, what would I say now, in the space as before. I have things taken care of for next week. As you know, emancipation and independence is coming up, and I have things to do, so I'll be less frequent for that time. But after independence, I should be back on the grind again. But going to the point about education and the plan suggested by Damien, no, it's not a bad idea. However, I think we need to understand that this is not a one size fits all situation or one shoe fit all situation. And I'm telling you this as a student. I am a grade 12 student at Arden. Many of you know this by now. 17-year-old. I'm still a student within the education system. So I know how this goes. There are a lot of factors you have to consider when you're going to do something like that. Because his proposal states that they're going to increase the school duration by 2 hours. So instead of schools finishing at sometimes, well, most schools finish around 2 or 3. So instead of that, schools should finish now by either 4 or 5, right? On a normal school day. And there are a lot of things you have to consider. The first thing you have to consider is, one, the, how would I put it now? The I don't want to say mental capacity, but the attention span of these students that you're dealing with, right? A lot of these students tend to get restless at times, right? I heard 2 hours, sir, mommies, 2 hours I hear, 2 hours me I go with. I never hear no 1 hour, all right? Anywho, many of these children's attention spans, you can only get them to focus on the lesson for such a time until them attention gone. So when children are already spending 7.5, 8 hours in school, and you want to add on an extra 2 hours onto that, and these are the same children who are dying to reach home, dying to finish the homework, dying to catch up on the SBA, dying to do whatever else they need to do, it adds an extra pressure on them. Additionally, I will also say that I had a friend when I was going to primary school. My friend would have said, come to school in the night and him leave in the night. My friend live in St. Catherine, right? And because of where he lives in St. Catherine, and his mom was a teacher, by the way, she had to drive him and herself to school basically in the nights, which are early mornings, before the traffic in St. Catherine. And then she would essentially also leave in the night to head back to St. Catherine, because you know how children to contend with these hours in terms of if school is to finish at 5 o'clock. We know that 5 o'clock is peak hours at we know that 5 o'clock is peak hours. People work finish 5 o'clock. The student, and no, notwithstanding the school bus, because I know the rural school bus exists, we should also understand that even though 300 odd students can benefit from it, not every student will be taking the school bus. Let's understand that. And there's still going to be students who will have to contend with the transportation system in terms of the workers. I see Sweet Size here saying school starts at 6:30. School not start at 6:30. No make nobody lie to you. School starts at 7:30 in the morning. School starts 7:30 in the morning. If it doesn't start 7:30, I have some schools that start 8. I know some schools in Jamaica that start 9. I know some schools where the students don't have to come to school until their classes or session starts. It's not a one size fits all situation, which is why I say even all of what Damien is introducing, it feels like a blanket thing over everything. But we have to understand that there are certain circumstances in play that need to be considered. So I spoke about the restlessness of the students. I spoke about the time that you're putting into place. We have to also speak about the teachers. The teachers spend 7-8 hours at school. You don't expect that these teachers are tired. And not even, as a matter of fact, I don't think this is a paid thing, but even if the money is there, not even so much about the money, right? These teachers are tired. These teachers need a break. These teachers need rest. Rest. You're looking at basically, if you think about it, basically a quarter of the school day for the students. Well, not a quarter of the school day. A quarter of the entire day is gone for the students. And then for our teachers, probably half of the day gone, because outside of teaching, they have to mark papers, they have to do lesson plan, they have to go to meetings. Some of them are heads of department, some of them are coordinators, some of them are grade supervisors, some of them persons in various committees like safety committees and internal examination or external examination committees. And I'm speaking based on what I know to be at Arden, where you have various teachers who are various coordinators in different committees within the school. Some teachers are on the disciplinary committees. Teachers are going to have meetings round the clock. So it cannot just be a one-size-fits-all situation. And if I was in government, I would suggest, in my professional opinion, because let us not immediately throw hot water on the plan, or cold water, I should say, on the plan released by the Education Transformation Oversight Committee, ETOC, which stated that for students who are struggling and are not at the acquired literacy and numeracy rates, they will receive a reduced subject load of 6 instead of 10. As a matter of fact, I don't even think these grade 7 students do 10 subjects, because I think at Arden, these grade 7 students are doing like 15, 16 subjects maybe. Because it's not only just the regular maths and English and geography and history, but it's a whole heap of other subjects. You have the RE, the food and nutrition, well, family and consumer management, the DT, the visual art, drama, music, a whole heap of other subjects exist. And I'm not saying that every school goes extensive, but what I'm pointing out here again, it cannot be a one-size-fits-all thing. And what I would even suggest, as I said, Squitty, if let's say you have students here, right, who are not at the acquired level, but their parents drive, their parents can pick them up, right? Because you know a good amount of parents drive right now. Or them parents can even, what you call that now, provide a ride for them or sort out something for them. I would say what you can even do, instead of using the teachers, I would say get some 6th formers, get some 5th formers, do some tutoring with these students. You can have a teacher as a guide for these students if you have some of these teachers who are willing, but you can even use these students as guides to help other students, right? And I will also additionally say, if it means that we have to bring back arithmetic, reading, writing, and recreation for some of these students, instead of the whole heap of coursework and subject load for these students, it means that we have to bring it back, right? Because, frankly speaking, if a student cannot or is not at the acquired literacy and numeracy level right now, why would you give them additional coursework to do? So I would even say, as I say, probably get some of the 6th formers, get some of the 5th formers, let them do some tutoring with the students if they have the time, right? Or you could even bring the school to the community. You could even do that too, right? Because let us understand, whilst you have public teachers, you have private teachers, you have private tutors, maybe the government could even think about that, as opposed to what Damien is proposing with this extra 2 hours after school, right? All I am saying is it is not a one size fits all situation. And let's also understand this too. Outside of education, you see these co-curricular and extracurricular activities. These activities are supposed to build students as well. In terms of the clubs, the sports, it's supposed to teach them discipline, give them skills so them can use further on in a life. I've always shared with persons that, hey, I'm in the debate club at my school. I'm in student council. I'm a part of the prefect body. I'm in environmental club. I'm in ISCF, right? These clubs as well help to engage students in getting the skills that they would need further on in life. So I would even say maybe instead of adding on an extra 2 hours to these students, we could even think about investing more in these co-curricular activities and streamlining them in such a way where outside of the normal coursework of the students, some of the areas that these students are lacking in, they can receive it through these clubs and co-curricular activities and these various sports. I think that could even be achieved, right? So this whole idea about extending the school hours by 2 hours, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. Different schools do different things. And until the People's National Party presents the intricacies of the plan, the gears of the plan, and how them plan to work it, I am not sold on that plan. I'm not sold. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. And frankly speaking, people are already disgruntled. Students are disgruntled, parents are disgruntled, teachers are disgruntled, school administrators are disgruntled. Why would we even do this in the first place? Let's understand, some students, I don't think it's more time these students need, Well, not saying some of them don't need more time getting the hands-on learning with the teachers. I don't disagree. But not all these students need more time, in the school system, Every person's problem is different. At the end of the day, let us find what the actual issues on the ground are instead of just saying, oh, they're not at the level, so just increase the school time by 2 hours. No. Let's find what the actual issues on the ground are and then work within the schools, right, to see what we can do that deal with these issues. I've already said before, the attention span of these students are low, right? A lot of these students, when they come to school, they're not business boy education. Some of them want just go see them friend. Not all of them. Some of them only want to see their friend. What's the new hairstyle? What the new trend want go on now, right? I've seen it at school where you have some of these persons that will par in them little cliques and groups. You have some of them even that walk and talk like say them in a gang. Yeah, so let us, and it's not just my school, because this happens in every school. It's a situation that occurs in every school. So let's not do the one size fits all. I've spoken on the attention span. I've spoken on the disgruntledness of parents, teachers, students, school administrations. I've spoken on the time that these students get home, right? And the provisions that are put in place, because whilst we recognize that the school buses are there, we also do recognize that not every student is gonna be able to benefit from it, right? And we need every student to benefit from it, right? Let's think about these things. There are a lot more ways that we can address the fall in literacy and numeracy for these students instead of increasing the school hours by 2 hours after school. And that's really just my 2 points. And additionally, let me say as I land too, it's not like anyone who has the idea that it's like extra lesson, it's not like extra lesson. Remember, in extra lesson, teachers are paid to do extra lesson with these students, and when they're paid, it's normally, for example, when I was doing PEP, yes, I was the first set of PEP babies in 2019, first set of PEP people. When my teacher was doing extra lesson PEP, my teacher was paid, and the activities were geared, right? So if we even think about doing something like that, it has to be geared. It can't be a one-size-fits-all situation.
All right, brother. Respect. Well said. Chef Wayne. Chef Wayne. Beswick. Beswick.
Where's the party?
You jump on your sleep.
Okay. Yeah, you hear me?
You frightened you, man.
Nah, I'm in a fright no, man. I told you I'm there beat, man. But me no want a man come by the program, come bad me up on the program, you know.
Beswick, you know better than that man can bad you up, brother.
I very bad this, you know.
I want to say them thing every program, man. That's why
I mean, I
not
try to
pre
tell some man, say, brethren, if you don't know nothing about me, man. When I come for a program, I talk. I always talk about myself. That means that I know that other people can elevate to.
Yeah.
I now come tell no man no foolishness about no mark goal in and not body. Them man mean no get to you no good. I mean I talk about Mark himself like me I personalize him. PMP no mean no you them no good. Them hold back people. But as the youth them look at themselves and say, yo, it's not make no sense. And I want to say, Squitty, enough of the youth them are wise up. Because we reason enough of the man them, you know. Them are wise up, party.
Yeah, man.
Them support PMP, but not for win. Give me a sound and way how I say it, but a real thing. I support them, but not for win. I take up my phone and call 5 of my general them and say, yo, the man say, all right, rough. And them know me a Lebanese. Them know. And them say, rough, and the dance say, rare, we are going to do, you know. I was still humble party. So when when name party?
Oh, Footer.
That's why I told him bad party.
Footer all man, you know.
All blood clot, boy. Where my feet? I know this.
Man no all shower, man no beard. Yeah.
Fun.
You know, yes, we are labor right. Shower.
Him know the word name shower come about. Him make a water we are talk about.
No,
we're not going to say what we are trying to tell them. Say, yo.
I'm coming to me hear him talk, but I'm come up and him not talk, but I'm come up and nothing about Rima.
All right, my dad.
Be a chat, him a chat. Now the only man from here so get the highest and then I'm town and guard back in the day. So when him go talk about Ancat man and white people sit down, old people sit down for Ancat at town. And people have 6 foot on them thing.
From Haywood Street, Darling Street come right round.
We no business with outer town when matches lane man
run.
So stop tell life and coronation market
people, man.
One Ancat man rob somebody something. Every Ancat man I forgot talk which Ancat man missing.
When I say rent, my man a party, I rent Ancat man come rent Ancat, you know.
Him no know that.
Ancat man can't come on Ancat party.
Everybody know which Ancat man missing. Man. Everybody know which Ancat man missing.
Right, every man
phone start ring off. Every man phone start ring off for look out for him.
Me I tell the platform my story and say, yo, a Jamaica, me say. I mean, we never say no Western Jamaica. As if a labor writer build Jamaica, that me say. I come talk about under the 18 years. I didn't know nothing what going on. Run party.
I don't. We're do my old lady. Now if I look to the sky and say, oh, them people are sick in them head.
Oh, glad.
And my mother said she got draw out fear money because she have a problem with the bank. Workers bank locked them with my mother.
When Tari come here and say, but I Tari the monks, mere gangster, pure gangster the man the monks. And we say, sure. I brother Virginia, nah. See next one. The next one named Chef. We have named
Dancy, man. Then we not fix him up. We fix him up one night, yeah, man. We ever look help when him come up to back him up and talk some things. And then the next man, say, O'Keefe come for back him up one night, yeah. And at the same thing, O'Keefe have to run.
Run, man.
And that style.
But them know.
If you allow Squitty one time, Squitty make me take it over because Squitty always have a plan when him say, my time now.
And Squitty, man. Squitty know who we are talking about, you know. That when Squitty so rare, and so I said, Squitty, them man, there. I don't even know. I
come talk about idiot boy.
I just my grandkids them me talk about no Squitty. They hear me talk, me say a legacy me I do for my grandkids.
Yeah, man. I will go on you we are talk about now.
That's what I talk about now.
You know, Squitty are 2 grand me have, you know.
3 grandkids me get pardon, and them me I talk about.
50-year-old, you know.
Yeah.
One more tap your body.
Still young one.
Young still, but well, we are young people. We say we are talk with Glory Party, we know one no man.
Yeah.
Come interrupt we. We know where I come from.
At PMP time, we are beer clerks and Balligo school. Where him think me get them from? Him think a PMP government me achieve. My family send them from foreign.
All right, madam.
Labour right live off a foreigner back in a PMP time. Me could have got so easy.
Big up. J keep a big up himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, no man come here, we are talk a story. I can get envy at that, but a PMP me here and the what must say? Me the what? The evidence in bomb clap. Cut man of cut under sufferation.
Them love talk about people that suffer. Half a Labour right never about them that suffer. Labour right pick up the pieces and move on.
I'm chop a garden, you know. You can't believe say how the place I run so. Place I run nice, passa. Everything I work. Food I eat.
Hey,
yes, the place I run from.
I get frustrated, them take party feed.
Yeah.
Alright. Hold on.
Hold on, Squitty. Make good it talk.
Yes, she wants sleep. You go there talk.
Squitty, that's a little advice. You can give people like 2 to 3 minutes and let's keep the if we have a conversation about topic, keep it on conversation. When you can't make either people like Footer and Dancy drown out from the compound platform can talk on the business. That's not relevant to it. That's my honest opinion.
Some tough no say, hey, good.
No.
Good, some tough no say we have.
Ian,
we have to make them know, you know.
I do not want to hear that is not necessary. Thank you. We are moving forward. Anyways, Squitty, my thing is everybody's talking about extending the education ministry by education school time, by 2 hours, whatever. But can we bring back parenting in Jamaica? Because everybody wants, the teacher should do this. Terry, me hear something about 6 months. Respectfully, when me go to school, nobody can tell me if you got teach nobody pick me. That's not my job. Parenting is a thing that we need to bring back in Jamaica. Before me enter basic school, I know my address, I know my mother name, my father name, I can spell my name, I know my ABC, I can count from 1 to 20. Where are these parents?
So why are you
sending your child to school and them don't know them name? Them don't know them address. Them can't. When I was growing up, it was a competition to spell words such as cat and rat and sat and mat and ability and community because of them they did the hard work when I grew up. So where are the parents? Because these same children who were extend the time and they cannot learn in school are the same children who they on TikTok are wind up themselves, who they on TikTok are engaging in things where they have to engage in. I have 2 nephews who go to school in Kingston. They have to wake up, poor pity them, have to wake up from 4 o'clock in the morning to get to school on time. You know what I'm telling them? They have to wake up from 4 o'clock. So you're telling me now them school hours are going to extend. And I see one idiot in the comments that talk about, it's going to extend by 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening. That means they have to go wake up an additional hour earlier. So they have to wake up from 3 o'clock in the morning to get to school on time. Even early, so maybe from 1 o'clock in the morning, they have to get ready. Right? It does not make any sense. Damian Crawford have an egg farm business in a St. Mary and it is not performing. Damian Crawford can run an egg farm. So I don't see how Damian Crawford argue with ideas about the education ministry. It don't make nothing what Damian Crawford said makes absolutely no sense. None of them ideas and them preposition with them are put forward make no sense. What we should, we're losing our culture little by little, and I think that's where we are going wrong with our education. Because gone are the days when being educated was a thing to brag about. Right? Everybody know, oh, you have 1 degree and so what? Yeah, where's your degree? What about the 1 degree again? Everybody just want big and dunce like you, Richards, and drop out of school at grade 9? Is that something that them brag about our PNP? Oh, I'm a grade 9 graduate and that's when I left school. That doesn't make any sense. Bring back...
Interrupt you. But that's a certificate that has been introduced now. So if you don't know one thing, that's at the pre now, according to some people.
No. Bring back moral and standards when people used to boast about being educated, and it was something that people look up to, being educated. And that is where we're losing the young people, because people are boast about being drug dealers and scammers and selling them private parts, and that's okay. But if you come on the internet and you talk about, oh, you're educated, oh, you're IP because you're educated, you go to school, you go to university, and so what? When is being educated something to frown upon? And that is our problem. We're losing it from a cultural perspective. So once you lose your culture, everything else will go down the drain. So I want you to from Damian Crawford, because second of all, you won't even win a seat. And then this is somebody in the comments that about, oh, is this a history lesson? What are the plans for Jamaica? Sir or ma'am, if you're still here, or to the people them who they here now. Over 400, if not 500 vehicles bought by the police force. We don't say over 300 JUTC buses bought already, and more to come by next year. Roads, we're not about can yam. Yes, them can yam. Because gone are the days when there weren't any. And Omar Davis this promise of patrol free by 2003. And we're still yet trying to correct that mismanagement of the PNP. Centers and hospitals are being renovated and upgraded and being built. Were never done underneath the PNP. Unemployment is at an all-time low. Business confidence is up. Minimum wage increased by over 140%. We are producing our own medical oxygen. We have a more equipped and educated police force. You notice the people not call police Babylon and them police boy there again, they are respected. Crime, well, murders are on track for an all-time 25-year low. Right? Just last year, 508 students got medical scholarship to pursue at the tertiary level. Another 308. That 300 other will get this year. You can go to the Art Trust NTA for free. You get up to an associate level. You have the 6-way pathway program where if you left high school, you can go to institutions such as UCC and you get a diploma. And if you so desire to go on to degree, the government will pay 50% at that additional cost for you to get a degree. What a time it is to live in Jamaica and be a young person between the age of 18 and 25. Because there's so many opportunities. I remember when I left high school and wanted to go to teachers college, running to it tell us that we should pursue something else. And students in teachers college drop out. Teachers who left teachers college and was waiting for a job was told to volunteer because there was no jobs available. Those are the things that we're talking about. I remember growing up, one last was porridge. We used to feed pan the entire day. The kids like Tari is, but I think you don't know what we are talking about. When one person in your community have a fridge, another the shopkeeper, and you have to go there and buy a bag. With your name, man, you're not supposed to know me at all. If you go there, you buy one ice and put in a jug and that mix up serve for the entire day. I'm not talking about in the 80s and the 70s. We're talking about in the 2000s. I'm born in the year 1993. Yeah? We're talking about crime. You see, a country that cannot control its crime is always going to be a failing country. And that's a big thing that is happening in Jamaica right now. We have crime under control. Under the PNP, we were known as the murder capital of the world. Just back as 2016, between 2011 to 2016, Spanish Town was known as the headless capital. I don't know if you got in depth to understand why it was named the headless capital. In the year 2013 at the St. Diego High School, somewhere where we should have a safe haven, as students were run from gunshot. Make it make sense. That was under Peter Bunting and the then PNP. This dumb bastard in the comment going to tell me, say I lie, me I tell. Squitty, can you Google shooting at St. Diego High School for me, please? If you have time.
You don't have to Google it. People on the platform.
This is a make-up story. This is how me live. As a student, me fear run from gunshot and I see teacher ball, man teacher, female teacher, me see students faint. But because me born and grew and me live in that area, it was come like it was secondary to me. Wait, what are you talking about? We're talking about real life atrocities that we live under the People's National Party. And we are not going back. When Popcorn Singh say, my friend have to eat 1 pound of rice and 1 sardine, it's not a make-up story. It is not a fallacy. When Bunty says poor people are suffer around here, or a cartel says so, and on a make-up story, these are things underneath the PNP. You don't hear an artist sing about sufferation. Back in the days, artists used to sing about sufferation as them anthem. From Morgan Heritage to Buju Banton to Bunty Killer to Sizzler, every one of them have a song sing about sufferation that were being meted to the people of Jamaica underneath the People's National Party. Teachers, me and Brownberg talk about, oh, teachers need to vote for them. No teacher with them in them right sense are going to vote for the PNP because under the PNP, they had to endure 7 years what a wage freeze. The same students that they had to teach them, I forgot, bus stop will fight with them for going in a vehicle. Now, when they're going to car park, when they're going to teachers car park at school, it is like a mini car mart. Every teacher drive now. So why should we turn back to the PNP? Make it make sense. Do the right thing, people. Choose Jamaica. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, one of us, a son of the soil. All you see Mark Goldner walk around Jamaica, you can't see nobody and say, oh, I went to school with Marky G. He was a funny white boy. Nobody know Mark Golden. When you look at Andrew Holness, you should see yourself and want to emulate him and be like him and say, if he can do the boy from out of Spanish Town, I can do it too. But no, under the PNP, poor people don't have nothing. Poor people don't become nothing.
Listen this, sir. Well, listen.
Inspiration, mute, look a bit.
Inspiration, mute the mic, brother.
Inspiration.
Hello. You guys here? Hello. Hello?
No, Squitty.
Yeah, man, Squitty.
Yeah, it's a bit low.
I want to listen.
in a pair of exams, midterm exams, and start meeting when we heard of the gunfire. And at the start of that train, we got everybody from the classrooms onto the main building in order to start dispersed. And we did that very quickly, shifted everybody on the inside, and we looked out to make sure everybody was safe, and we called the police. The police came fairly quickly, and they asked us to stay inside where we would be safe. And they started the school to ensure, and they went in the community, but they could find some quite traumatized. Some of them, a couple of children fainted. The nurse was very active helping, and we had to calm them down. We spoke to them, we said some prayers, we had them. Many of the parents called, and they were talking to their parents and so on. And then we heard shots about 6:04. We just thought that was it, and then after yes, so we had to get down on the floor, and then we were rushed into the auditorium with other students. I were sitting
Okay. So did you guys actually finish your exams, or was it interrupted? Most of the exams were interrupted. Okay. All right. Would you be if school's being kept tomorrow? Would you come to school tomorrow? So you definitely would not be coming to school tomorrow under no circumstances whatsoever. Definitely would not be coming to school tomorrow.
Good here, you that me see a while attack.
No, I don't mean that.
You attack the people.
No, I don't mean that. I went to school the next day because that is my reality. I'm afraid of gunshot. Because what the time me born and grew in a gunshot, right? Because I can remember vividly that year, the lady that spoke was our principal, Sandra Sawyer Watson, of the St. Jago High School. I mean, if you tell me the law teacher, because I remember I was in law class, tell the lady, miss, where you do get down flat, because a lot of people don't know, a lot of no, me not intimidate because it's what I'm used to. A lot of my classmates, quickly at the first and that year gunshot in them like, because a lot of people don't know. It's a lot of middle class students. Our students from middle class or upper society people go to St. Jago High School. So a lot of them don't know a gunshot. Them with surprise. Yeah, me tell you, they don't know if you do tell them to get down flat and all these things. They traumatized. The school was supposed to be with CFA and to honor the PNP, and that was not a one-off occurrence. It happened about 2 times. Okay? So we're not talking no makeup story. I will not talk no fallacy like what the PNP. We're talking about real life things that we live under the PNP. Things like salt. People have forgot shop go buy salt. Even right now in some communities in Kingston, in a Mark Golden constituency and other constituencies all over Kingston and St. Andrew, people don't have proper bathroom facilities. People have to buy in a ghetto, you can buy a slice of bread and butter. Why do you think people have to resort to buying just a mere slice of bread and butter? Because of the suffering that we had to endure under the People's National Party, the low quality of life. When you go to parishes like Westland, you can't live up a house and move it from one spot to a next spot. No proper infrastructure. Why in this age, I may come down now, to give somebody a chance. Why in this age, the PNP or the Jamaica Labour Party have to be laying pipes for people to get running water inside their houses in 2025? If the PNP was so good, why we have to people forget proper electricity in 2025? Only just make it make sense. Sit down and think out things logical and do the research. I want to hear people talk about, that is in the past. It's because they don't want to know the history. And Marcus Garvey said it best. If you don't know your history, it don't make sense. You don't know where you're going. A tree without roots is like a piece of log. It don't make no sense. You have to know your history, and that's what the PNP don't like. Okay? So choose Jamaica, do the right thing, and when the election is called, put your X squarely beside the bell. There's no other choice than the Jamaica Labour Party. Big up on yourself, labor rights. I'm going to my bed.
All right, respect. Have a good night. Don't make the dog bite.
Yeah, yes, Quitty, my time.
Yeah, who that?
My view.
All right, my view, yeah.
Yes. I want to run through a few things and ask a few questions. So would have heard Damon Crawford said he's gonna extend the time. All right, so I want to ask a question. For the teachers who never used to get pay under the People's National Party and work in short hours, would you want to run the risk of voting for a PNP government who is gonna put more hours on you without a guarantee that you will be getting higher wages? Or you're going to run the risk of going back to wage freeze and working more? Squitty, there is something that is very troubling to me. The People's National Party intention is to dismantle the bus service that is that this government is putting in place, because they said they are going to give taximen and bus drivers subsidies to carry students to school instead of the bus system. Now, what are you telling me? You're going to scrap the bus system,
people. Talk about the screen.
and while you scrap the bus system, you're going to increase the hours that students are on the street, stuck between taxi drivers and elder people trying to get home. Going to be the priority between those hours. Now, are you going to extend the time in the evening? Are you going to extend the time in the morning? No, what are you doing to this? Their attention span, right? Now, for student who goes to school from 8 until 3.
And my view.
Yes.
To interrupt you, but not only that, but also as you say, student learn based on them whatever their style of learning too, cause some of them auditory, some visual, some kinesthetic, them have to touch things for learn. So the learning style them too.
Right. So how is it that we are going to deal with this thing, right? Because now you're telling me you're going to scrap the bus system. So my child who used to come home at 4 or 5 o'clock will be now fighting with an elderly person at 7 o'clock to come home when night and a taxi. So what is the PNP planning to do to our young people? What is the PNP planning to do? You setting up back the young people to be crucified and murdered on the streets and thrown away without a trace? Squitty, these are serious things we need to ask, because if you're gonna scrap the bus system, you're gonna extend the time and you're gonna give the power to busman and taximan. What are we saying? What are we doing? The student already cannot get a comfortable ride to school to even learn properly. But you're going to extend their time in the same condition.
Pressure that on the youth there.
Squitty, me gone on my bed. Me glad you understand what me I say. Guys, me love you now.
All right, respect, brother.
Blessings.
Inspiration. May I talk there? Inspiration. Unmute your mic, brother.
This is the young lady that spoke before. Touch on a good point that I've raised earlier when I spoke about the Damien Crawford proposal. Now, this is it. And I said, I asked the question then, and I'll ask again. Who are your first teachers? Your first teachers are your parents. And so when children would have been out of school and you're going to let them out from as early, you get them up early in the morning, you get them ready to school, and only to have them in school. The Chinese says, whatever you've got to teach me, give it to me in the morning. Because in the morning, the brain is fresh and ready, like a sponge. It absorbs. After they've gone through the day, that concentration span is like lackluster. And he's saying that, okay, why give homework or whatever to children? You see what happened? There is a break. So they'll have time to unwind. And later on, you can reintroduce them to some of the materials. And so you gotta time it right. They're coming in from school, playing, jumping, eating, all the sugary stuff and everything. The brain is packed. They get home, they probably have a little time to unwind a bit. You could give them some evening lessons in the comfort of the home. And that is better absorbed. Now, again, the PNP, like I said before, and I'll say again, they're throwing darts, hoping that something sticks. And with a transportation system as chaotic as it has been, transporting our children to and from school, as the guy just said a while ago, one of the problems that this transportation system was introduced, it's about the security of our children, the nation's children. And if they can be in a safe space to and from school, and they can go into school at a time, not being tardy, but getting to school in the right time, I think the program is a very good program that is being proposed by the Jamaica Labour Party. This thing that Damien Crawford is concocting, it has no basis. It never and can never, they would have to bring the numbers to me to show that children left unattended, it will spike the pregnancy or has been spiking the pregnancy rate. That's not the issue. Not the issue. And someone was saying, I just watched the news a while ago, and Satan Campbell was ushering the same sentiment. He says the guys won't get called away to gangs, and the girls won't get pregnant. Just on the platform, Satan Campbell was just saying it a while ago. You know, I think parents have a responsibility to raise their children. I have 2 boys, and at 15, 16, they would never be on the street without a reason, a cause. And so I make sure today one's a funds manager and one has done coding and he works, you get paid to play games for image companies. You gotta be parents. And so the bottom line is, you have to stand behind your children. And you cannot leave everything up to government. The government is trying its best. But I tell you what the PNP has been, and their modus operandi. They're deciding to give taxi private operators money. However, that is going to be being dished out. That's another story. And every program that they start, it always falters, by the way. It never ended good. There was a Jeep program. Everybody saw where Jeep went. You see? And all kinds of program. It's a hype to start. And it runs for a little bit. And then it collapses. At what cost? At the cost of the taxpayers. Because money's got to put into these programs. But what the people are not seeing is that these programs work. And it goes to their cronies and their friends, and they benefit from it hugely. The taxi program is going to handpick people to give money to take children to and from school. All the little reserve that has been put aside, the little savings that this administration has put aside to help the nation, to insulate ourselves against disaster and any shock, economic shocks. All that will be eroded by the plans that the PMP have been proposing. I hope the nations are paying attention where the money is coming from for this handout kind of a mentality. It's a covert handout mentality. There's no merit to them. They have not been tested. They have not been proven. And all that have been proven so far, we have seen where they went. They went nowhere. And the country's always in a mess after 5 or 10 years, however long they've been in office. And we have the Jamaica Labour Party has to go and wrestle the economy and bring it back to some level of normalcy. And again, we're going to allow the PNP to take the little savings we have in the net reserve and spend it like a drunken sailor. Can everybody not see? They're going to put how many houses together? You see, one of the problems people don't realize, if you have affordable housing, it will cost you a much better economy in which to live. When you don't have as much houses, what you're gonna have is that demand gonna spike the price. Whatever they're gonna try to do is gonna go back to square one. They cannot fix the housing problem by building how many millions of homes. All these are promises that has no merit. And the people who don't know, they believe, wow, they seem to have something coming, a good plan. Well, they did it before. And the Labour Party has to be now fixing some of those homes. I forgot what it's called, but it was just walls some of these people inherit. And they have to add on those walls. And has it solved the problem? No, it has not. And we're back to square one.
All right, inspiration. Then come back right at square one.
Yes.
Chip. Yeah. Street size. You want to come in at the box, brother? Street size. Can I request? Yes, Chip.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty a full time now for people stop listening to them people and whatever them have to say. And I spoke from the Labour Party I do for the country.
What's that?
You see me? And Crawford come with pitting and learning at school and all that thing. Yeah, blame the school and the system. You see it? You have to look on the home too, you know. Because if you house home not set up properly, them not have no good parenting and family member for guide them. Them not go to school to learn scripty. Eh? Everything come from the home, you know. So extending the school hours for teacher and pressure even the same youth, them that not go work out, brother. The people them look and say them thing they not go work out. You see me? And this bus and taxis, you know how much time me up on the boulevard squitty and see school pitney and run for going a taxi and taxi man and tell them say them nah carry them. Cause school pitney fear enough. Them have to wait till them done do what them are doing at the evening. Sometime at 7 o'clock pitney still there taxi standing up.
But people not cut, but sometimes if they post on the taxi they pick them up, you know. A whole heap have to go in there, you know.
Whole heap charge. I send a video go get squitty what they charge with a taxi man. About 15 youth that squitty going in a taxi.
Yeah, man, I chunk everywhere.
All the bus them too. Cause bus me run taxi too, you know, me used to run taxi.
They never talk about the bus charge, the bus thing, the coaster bus where they talk about $100 for buy, brother. And I see the conductor them a grind off a little school pitting them in a bus. Pitney a grind in a bus back and all of them things. With the new bus system we are coming, all of them things that can happen. Everybody are safe and protected under camera. Parents are monitor their movements and everything. Get me? Brother, PNP now in a sense, and a PNP alone I always a look out on this. And me don't even gonna say PNP, they look a fool on them. All of the PNP them are fool, you know. Some of them have sense and know what go on, you know. You see me? And a whole heap of them now go vote for PNP, brother. Whole heap of PNP now vote for PNP. But the thing is that them just now come forward. And them know them come forward things to reach them. You see me? But right now we don't need to focus on them and keep on ask them. Because we don't say them not on a policy, them not on a plan. Just come in a power, scrape out one of the reserve, buy up assets of foreign, and leave the country in a debt. You see me? That's all I have to say, my brother.
All right. Respect. Mute back your mic, my brother. Errol. Hold on there, Mr. Errol. All right, Doramita, go on, because you're there a long time, I never talk it. Go on.
Yes, Quitty, you know what my thing, more ask the PMP them this. If Mark Golding, if the PMP they have a next choice, you know that Mark Golding would not be the leader today.
True.
Me really want to ask them the question there because I sure know him would get challenged already if there was a challenger. And it happens that the same man when him get rid of Lawrence Rowe and him draw up the law for him to get challenged already. But probably they may even still challenge him. But them draw for Pala say, boy, him can't get challenged till a certain time. You understand? Even Lawrence Rowe come and talk about it. You see me? So more ask them this. If they feel like say, yo, if that never did go on, them feel like this man would have be the man to represent them. Because this man has no representation, Squitty. He can't carry himself good. He can't put 1, 2, or 3 together to talk to the people and convince people, say, boy, you know, means a leader to vote for. The man now nothing about him. You see me? So, I don't know every day them people just jump up. But they say I jump up for PAP, but not for Mark Walling. Now this man already, Skitty. And the worst. You understand? We can ask a lot things, Skitty. Which way you live? Canada or US? Canada. Alright. I don't know if it's the same thing with Canada or US, but you see in the US, because them come up with this bus thing, say the bus them, what they call the word? The commission or whatever they call the word.
The commission.
Yeah. Alright. Look at now, Squitty. You see in America, everything what you think about. You can go in the place and wear a suit and bring it back the next day once you pop up the tag and get all the money. You see me? So in America, my sister have an iPhone. I just tell you, my sister have an iPhone 14 and a 15 come out. You know what she do? Go and put in the iPhone 14 and get the 15. No do the 14, you know. You understand? Not do the 14, but it's just an upgrade. You understand? So I just saw the people them upgrade. Them get some new bus. So them put aside the one them. Not do the bus them. So all them come and bash the bus them. Not do the bus them. I just them some newer one come in and they put aside the older set. You understand? Yeah, so I don't know where them keep on and come up on TV and tell the people, platform and tell the people them say they bust them whole and they bust them this and they bust them that. The bus them just put aside because guess what? They build the bus them so they can afford to bring out new ones. You understand? So they will rather use the new ones than the one before. So I just saw it everything in America. You see me? The newer ones till that turn whole now, you see a new thing coming. You see me?
Sure.
So then for those low the bus thing, man, I say, yo, the government make a good move and if it help the poorer class of people. Cause I mean, hear them talk about say, yo, the bus them can bring how much picnic and bus. The bus they is heavy for everybody, you know, but they are for the poorer class of people. The people that can afford to send their kids to school. You understand? That's why the buses are there.
Sure.
Most past students are going to the bus them. You see me? Most past students are going to travel on the bus them. All of these things. They've never recognized. You see me? So the bus them come for help out the less fortunate. You see me? Yeah. So them for just load the bus thing and when them talk, them get me ignorant squitty. And me hear like Errol did a talk earlier. Squitty and I market me grew up to. You see me? Grew up in a Coronation Market, Shuban Cat. And pay for myself, me used to wash all car and me get deal with my driver's license and I done PPV and me I run look taxi bus. But me I tell you say yo, when me used to do all Coronation Market, me have family by Matches Lane. And back in the days, we could have left Coronation Market and just walk straight up Spanish Gun Road. I go up there. Before I go way road parade. I come back road locally and I come back down to Matches Lane. I saw me there have to take you if you go down to Matches Lane because my mother used to tell me, say, look how I look like. Say, yo, don't left for market, go to Matches Lane. You see me? Back in the 90s when I grew up as a youth. You see me? So me here and I read that talk and me I tell you say boy come on the platform long for consider part, you see me?
Yeah.
And me I tell you say me is a youth, me grew up in a Spain town and me I tell you say the violence where PMB have against youth the in a normal script because I grew up and go know it and see. You see me? They are very violent when they come on to politics. Yeah, man. I mean, can't tell anybody that because I grew up and live through that and live because see that they are very violent when they come on to politics.
Yeah. All right. You want to land it there, sir?
Yeah, man, land it there, sir.
All right. Rally up. Steve.
Yo, you hear me, Squitty?
Yeah.
Where football say about the cart man, them and take the load in a market. Now,
man. Lie that.
Yeah, we know that.
No, listen, I say not charge. I get no born and grow charge. We run the market, brother. You can't thief, you can't grab no bag, you can't grab no phone, you can't do nothing against the system in a garden. You see me? But what I say, you must say sometimes cat man messing up with people load. Watch what I go on. More while them put them load on the car squitty and tell the car man them go at a certain point. See, when the car man them reach, which part of them send the car man and they say exactly them want for going. So what the car man them will normally do, come back in the market and wait on them for come back for them car load of goods. You hear that? But nobody nah thief, nobody load, brother. No car man can't run them wrist there in the market. None.
I think so. I don't believe that either.
No car man can't run them wrist there. Because here Errol said, if a car man take somebody load, the one them will run up. All of them. And the one we're missing, anytime him come back, him have to tell you where the load there. No car man now.
I know them things around our place around the order, man. No.
A fool in the shima talk about when them say car man take the people load and all of them foolishness there. And the same tax thing where Virgin and tell him send them a tax and can't, man. That's not a lie, brother. If they can't, tax the man them. You see?
Alright, make a mechanics man talk there. Hold on there.
Yeah.
Tari.
Yes, Quitty, I'm there.
Alright, look at my screen.
I just have one thing to really say to the People's National Party here. And I'm gonna play it for them. Because I think it's easier when I play it.
Well, let's play a good man. Sorry. Let's play good.
Scripty, I know it's
good.
Big show, Scripty, man.
Yeah, hold on, man.
Oh man, let me show you that play.
Yeah, go on.
What is? I'm seeing next one here more play for them too, cause I don't only that one there. That's the only thing I have to say to the people.
Big up yourself with the time.
That's the only thing I have to say. Them want to say we just a walk a cut ribbon. Do they understand the significance of cutting a ribbon? I don't think they understand the significance of cutting a ribbon. Cutting a ribbon means that you have completed a project. Yeah? It means that you can say that, listen, we start this, we plan this out, we start it, we do it, we go through it, and now we end it, and people are going to benefit. That is what cutting a ribbon is all about. And because we have cut the ribbon, as the song say, as Mr. Vaz would have said, them say boss after boss after boss after boss after boss after boss. They are gonna get mad with the one bag of boss where them a say. Yeah? Probably I'll get a boss ass with it too. Right? But on a serious note now. When I look at what's going on in the country, I am grateful. I have to be grateful. Right? And trust me, as D would have said in the chat, it is better than the PNP tax after tax after tax after tax after tax. Every budget season you get new tax. It is much better than the PNP tax after tax after tax. Yeah? So I go back to what Mr. Crawford would have said. Not only about the 2 hours extra in the evening, but also about the... Because there were other stuff that he put forward in. I remember one time he said we should increase the education tax. Another time him talk about how the buses never did go work. Another time he spoke about I don't remember what was the other one, but when I remember it in due time I'll tell you. But it seems to me here, and maybe I'm not the only one, but it seems to me here that Damien is going rogue. And I'll tell you why I noticed that. You see, the People's National Party doesn't call Damien unless they want him to cook up some numbers. And I say cook up numbers because him literally cook up the maths. If them want him to cook up some numbers pan a program, make the people them say, okay, this cannot work or how this can work, or they need him to present something that they consider to quote unquote make sense, they call for Damien. Otherwise, them no need him. I've been noticing this trend from Damien leading up to the election. He's making some very awkward statements, such as increase the school hours by 2 hours after school finish, or increase education tax, or the school bus system, or a cut ribbon. Damien has been saying some interesting things. And I look at this and I say, hey, this is clearly a party in disarray. Clearly a party in disarray. Because for one, the People's National Party has not commented on what Damien has said. And may I even extend, the JTA has not commented on what Damien has said. And I'm still on the Jamaica Teachers Association to comment on the extension in the school hours. I have not heard from the JTA. I'm still waiting. But Damien has said some questionable things. And it makes you wonder if the PNP is not clearing up this. And Damien is going to just continuously make these statements, as well as other members of the PNP. Because you know, other members of the PNP makes their interesting statements. I really have to wonder, am I going to allow such a party in disarray to come and lead the country? Just a genuine question, because even from the time when Mark Golding first said that he was going to put forward the taxis, right? The AR wagons according to him, and the Pro Box. Then I heard Damien say something about, I heard Michael Phillips try to clear up the issue on the buses. Then I hear Dayton Campbell speak about something about the buses. Then I hear Peter Bunting say how the buses go kill off the picnic them. What is the actual stance of the People's National Party? God, may I beg you, like, what is the actual plan? I'm not seeing anything. I'm literally not seeing anything. What I see is a party in the People's National Party that has no foundation, that has no plan, that are making things up as they go along, and is completely in disarray and disunity. Why am I hearing six different plans from the People's National Party on the school transport?
Sorry.
Why am I hearing? Yes, Chief.
It is Poverty National Party, not People National Party.
Oh, the Poverty National Party. Right. Yes. Okay, the Poverty. All right, no problem. Why am I hearing 6 different plans from the Poverty National Party, the Pipeline National Party, the People's National Problem? Why? I'm hearing different ideas from different persons. I'm hearing some persons who are not even spokespersons in these portfolios. You have Dayton Campbell speaking on transport. Right? In Parliament, I believe you had Natalie Nita Garvey speaking on tourism. She's not even the opposition spokesperson on tourism. So I am quite literally discombobulated. I am discombobulated because, frankly, I don't know what this party is bringing forward, what their actual plan is, what is the gears, what gears will be put in motion, what's the intricacies and the detail. I don't know who is who. I really don't. I have to wonder, is the opposition leader Mark Golding or Peter Bunting or Dayton Campbell or Michael? Who is the opposition leader? I don't know who's the opposition leader. And I'm very much concerned if a party such as theirs cannot come out and just say this are the one we are work with. Everybody can go on the same tune and you will hear the same thing from everybody. If we can't do that, I ask you, how are we going to put them in government when all of them cannot even agree on the same tune? I am quite literally concerned. And people, let me even extend it further. Let's go to Parliament for an example. I just want to give you a backdrop here, because voting in this election, whilst you are voting for your choosing member of Parliament, let's also remember that elections have consequences, people. And it is not just you voting for your MP, but in a sense, you are choosing who you want to be your minister. Do we want to replace a Mark Golding for Prime Minister with current Prime Minister Andrew Holness? Do we want to put a Angela Brown Burke and replace? Do we want to replace a Kamina Johnson Smith with a Angela Brown Burke? Do we want to replace a Christopher Tufton with a Alfred Dawes? Do we want to replace a Floyd Green with a Dayton Campbell? Do we want to replace a Horace Chang with a Peter Bunting? The same Peter Bunting who called for divine intervention. The same PMP who said that Dr. Chang was sleepy. And look at that. Crime is going down right now. Do we want to replace Olivia Babsy Grange for a Denise Daly? Or a Desmond for a Nata Garvey? If Garvey is her last name and not Hedley.
No for all of the above.
We want to replace a Edmund Bartlett with a Janice Allen, or replace again Dana Morris Dixie with Gabriela Morris. You really have to look at what people are offering, because really and truly this election is not just about your MP now. It's about who you put in to represent you as ministers of government, as people work in Parliament, setting your policies and representing Jamaica nationally, regionally, and internationally. This is part of what the election is about, people. You want to replace Matthew Samuda with a Lotan Cousins? I am concerned. You want to replace a Daryl Vaz with a Michael Phillips and a Philip Paulwell, and understand that the case negotiation that is soon to take place under this JLP administration, if we vote for the People's National Party, it will fall squarely back into the hands of Philip Paulwell, who got first into this mess in the first place. Got us first into this mess in the first place. We need to be thinking long term about this. It's not just about your MP. It's also about who you want as minister, who you want as prime minister, who you want as senator. Who do you want? You want to replace a Delroy Chuck with a Donna Scott Motley? Talk to me from now. Talk to me.
Remember, don't forget, my man from Clarendon.
Clarendon.
Did a great job. Nesta.
Purnell. Oh, Nesta. No, yes.
Nesta. Even
How
Purnell.
you guys want to replace a Nesta with a Richard Azan?
Even Purnell.
And Purnell, don't even Purnell. People, I ask you these questions because it's not just about your constituency or what you think or you even live. It's about who are your ministers, who is your prime minister, who is your senator, who are these various people in these ministries. That is also very important. And it is clear from this JLP government being in power from 2016, they are very efficient, they are very effective, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Right? Why would we even replace a Favor with a Julian Robinson? And I do this. The Prime Minister of the country, though he is not the Minister of the Finance, must have a good background in finance and economics. We want to replace the Prime Minister with Mark Golding, who said that they were not presenting the budget for the next fiscal year, but rather the policy proposals for the People's National Party. They reach into government is if essentially saying that he was campaigning in the budget debate and not presenting an actual budget with no costing, no numbers. People, you have to think clearly about what you're voting for. And this is what it all comes down to. This is the nook and the cranny of the election. It is not just about your MP, it is about who represents the ministries in parliament, who continues to allow the buses to come into Jamaica, who continues to allow the water to reach certain communities, who continues to allow the roads to be fixed, who continues to ensure that the public sector wages are increased, who continues to ensure that the justice system works for all, who continues to ensure that students receive the best quality education and are seen and are heard, who continues to ensure that our teachers are heard, who continues to ensure that the farmers are receiving the best quality as it relates to our agriculture, who continues to ensure that the crime is down, even. Who continues to ensure all of these things? Logically look into it. Logically see what this government and past governments have done. What make not just about your constituency, it's about who's gonna represent you, your families, where you work, where passion is. Whatever you do, it's about who's gonna represent you, who's gonna ensure that the pensioners can receive them pension, who's gonna ensure that persons have complaints against employers in the event the employers violate something, who's gonna ensure that is taken care of correctly, who's gonna ensure that these even businesses and jobs are free from political say bias. And they're not packing up their place with their cronies
and
allies.
Who is going to transform the housing sector?
Thank you very much. Who is going to transform the housing sector?
Because none of them hear them attack, The Prime Minister even transformed the housing trust, because remember the houses them where them used to build. They were very small. The room size were very small. And the Prime Minister come and say, yo, this can't work, You see the house them when them build over right beside us the market school. You notice how those houses built? Different.
Very different.
You see me? The room sizes they were too small, and the Prime Minister come and transform that. Say this can't work. You didn't even know that's critic. Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, I'm a Maryland, Dermot, and then
these are the realities in our country that we need to consider. Time and time again, I have seen members of the People's National Party, either they're making up the plan on the spot, they don't know what they're talking about, they are deviating from what their party has said. I saw Mark Golding say recently that if the PMP comes into government, he's gonna make the financials of cabinet ministers public. You know the whole irony of that? We don't even know the financials of Mark Golding. That's the whole irony of all of that. So I really have to question. I have to question these things. People have to talk about the integrity of the Prime Minister. Right? Well, let me ask you this. For an organization who has been investigating the Prime Minister for so long, the investigation was closed in July 2024. Up to now, they can't certify the Prime Minister nor prosecute the Prime Minister. I ask you, what came out of that? Every person in this country under the Constitution has the right to freedom of innocence until they have pleaded guilty or they are proven guilty. The fact of the matter is, no evidence has been brought against the Prime Minister to prove him as guilty or for him to plead guilty. The IC has not even prosecuted him. So I ask this, is the Prime Minister not due to his right to freedom of innocence? And on the point of corruption, the PNP has a very good history of corruption. The People's National Party does. And frankly speaking, and you know, Squitty connecting the dots made me realize this on our last live. You know why the PNP wants to get back in power? You see, because the cow is fat now, they want their piece. They want their slice of the pie. Because the cow fat, the chicken them ready for roast. Ready for roast up in the NIR, in the rent money. They are ready to do that. Right? These are the long-term realities that we need to look at. We need to look back at these things. So people, when you go into that polling station on election day, don't only think about your constituency. Think about the of this country in terms of how it's being represented by the various ministers, and what is the alternative on the opposition, since the opposition chooses to present itself as an alternative government. And when you realize that there is nobody on the opposition who is even qualified to go into the shoes of what this government has done, I then ask of you to put your squarely beside the bell and continue with what this government has been doing for the past.
Respect. Solid music.
Yes, Squitty. Big up everybody and big up the whole panel.
Blessed.
290 and people were there. Squitty, as far as I see right now, PMP found themselves in a conundrum. And this conundrum they find themselves in is them attack policies of the government where backfire upon them. You see the school bus thing where you see Daryl Paz roll out and the Prime Minister. This is one of the biggest blunder where Mark Golden and him followers them take up on themselves. Because me in the streets, Squitty, people can't wait for September come to put them picking up on the school bus. And it make a lot of people start hate the PMP as a this for them do. And me see a next thing. Where they see the video Squitty, one PMP woman, them build one little old house. And a new house in them build one little old house with ply and couple row of black. Get two elder couple and a cut ribbon. At this type of government we want to have where build people to board some like a ply house and a cut ribbon street and I go and say them do achievement when film Prime Minister.
So when I cut ribbon them I criticize and them I cut ribbon for that.
So you see the video to Squitty?
I think this is something like that whenever I play it now, man.
Yeah man, more on the people more on a whole bus. I wanna build a house. Them new house which look like a whole house. One square something give two elder people. When Andrew build house I give people are hug him up on a holla and a praise.
Yeah man, ceramic tile.
Yes, good bathroom. No latrine. You know what I say? At them there, when you want to go in the house. For sure we walk in the house look. I go down dirt floor then give the people. You see me? That the type of government you know want to lead Jamaica. PMP as them say PMP, I poor people to them keep it poor because them love the poor. You see me? I have nothing substantial to add to Jamaica because as very just wonderfully laid out in man. Who we are going to peaceful minister them we have right now? Because the water minister what we have right now, I do a fantastic job and lay pipe all board around Jamaica where the PMP do from in the 90s.
You know what I say? We see with Agriculture Minister Fly Green.
Bossy, they get me wrong, but them couldn't do it though because them never have the money to do it.
Yeah, man, I know that. May I get to that? Watch you know, Fly Green, I build the most farms in Jamaica that Jamaica has ever seen. You know what I say? Edmund Bartlett, I can't follow how Tari do it a while ago and tell you the achievement of the man. You know what I say? Ed Bartlett are carrying crazy amount of tourists come to Jamaica. Jamaica boom. You know why the PMP not do what Andrew has done? Every time Andrew touch the podium, him talk about the economy. PMP has no discipline in economy. Them fee say everything to do for the country, them for borrow money and do. And that's the difference with Andrew. Andrew create policies and stabilize the economy where new jobs can come in. Remember for 9 budgets the man do, you know. The man don't increase tax, you know. So how he get so much money? If do all the way, man do. And yet PMP over the years of PMP did it. Every budget a new tax come in. So how Andrew now bring in no new tax and yet man do 10 times what PMP used to do. Guess what the man do? The man new registered business. So if you have them all of the business they were used today, plus you have 200,000 new registered business. No more tax money that you are going to collect without adding tax to the people of Jamaica. The man will go as far as reduce heat and electricity. You see me? And give people amnesty with the water commission them. So people can go reconnect them pipe good running water. JLP is a caring government. Unlike PMP now have no care for the people of Jamaica. All I give some people some handout, give some people something that even which part me live as the councillor is a PMP councillor. And as he say, I just some people like but they're full of man. But I just them people them focus but him give them all the little work them when they forget any little at them in because guess what? Him can deal with 1 and 2 of the woman them as a PMP operate. JLP do things to benefit everybody. I can't point to one project where this man are doing in our vicinity. Yes, the PMP do something where everybody can benefit from. PMP not business everybody. Them does business about for them people alone. And that my Andrew are the type of man where in go boom, he might go J, P and no P. Everybody a benefit from it, bro. That's it. And when me see them PMP a get up and them start cuss, they must say, oh, one center, a St. Thomas, how much million parish council have to go pay for going there. The man not tell parish council to run going at the urban center. The parish council have a little spot, 3,000 square feet, and them a pay 300,000 square feet. And the new place where them want to rent at 30,000 square feet, you know. From 30,000 to 3,000. You don't must expect say you're going to pay a more hefty sum. If you have paid 300 for the little space where there, and you're moving on a bigger space, a space for 10 bigger than that, you know, if you say you're going to pay better money. And as St. Thomas was the forgotten parish in Squitty. Nobody go to St. Thomas for no reason at all. People from St. Thomas have to left go everywhere. If somebody in St. Thomas want a piece of KFC, you know, they have to come and Portland or Kingston, you know. You know what I say? St. Thomas have the road them in Jamaica. No factory. No nothing for the people them in St. Thomas. Get no jobs and them something. And the Prime Minister look funny and say, oh God man. We have 4 parish and one of them come like the black child. Nobody now pay it no mind. Go to build one urban center. Make sure say all the road them start out in St. Thomas so them can some investors and all
I could tell, but you know, say next 2 parish man a target in the 3rd term, yeah. I know of Westmoreland.
I know of Westmoreland. Yeah, Westmoreland wants development too. And he need to target Portland. Him start with Portland already because Portland I get for them own an urban center. Portland have decent highway I go through Portland. You know what I say? The man take him time and I develop Jamaica. Without a doubt, what can I say right now? No other prime minister in Jamaica has ever do so much development in infrastructure for Jamaica. Not one, whether it be or JLP or PMP, no other prime minister never do so much development in Jamaica. Because I say if they do so much development in Jamaica, when Andrew get this a country for the 9 years when get it, Jamaica would then be a first world country right now, bad man. You know what I say? And I don't understand how every single time I hear PMP, them all talk bad about the prime minister and on the international scene, every single body adore Jamaica and the recovery what Jamaica make right now. Even hear them say, yo, the New York Times I say America to learn from Jamaica how to manage them there. Other Caribbean country want with crime plan. So we are changed Andrew for now. One little man when I have no respect for him people, and when he go past talk to him people, then you know talk decent to your masses, you try patwa and I try talk to people one type of way like say, yeah, one little man, yeah, we have a friend pan the corner with us a reason. No man. You are the leader of the country. You're supposed to have certain standard. Certain man never dress and operate like somebody way. I say, all right. You know, so this is an example and them type of people they want to. Man operate like something to get food. Like you might try put on one facade to try win the people. But in our right now, every single poor I show say PMP and a downward trajectory. You see me? I don't know who go up on neighbor life. I always analyze the data more well. And the last time here, JLP have 40 safe seats in Jamaica. And 8 the battleground. You see me? And even tonight, but that listening for night time and them say, so Manchester and which part of there? It look like the JLP are gonna take some Manchester. You know what I'm saying? So you know, say a bunt in a run for around South Manchester, but Ian, our brother, Ian him name? I don't remember him name.
The JLP man?
Yeah, the JLP man. I don't know if Tari, what the JLP man Manchester name?
Ian.
What name?
Ian Ives, Ian.
Yeah, Ian. So we depend on a trajectory right now, this is pretty way. We can't turn back. They say if we turn back.
Where is he? Coming at the box, so where is he?
Jamaica go to the dogs. Because remember, say the biggest water project ever to reach in a man right now, the Prime Minister started out with the, you know. So Manchester get water, and the man says since he goes to announce that the project there. Nobody want to come invest and build B house in Manchester. You ever come to Manchester? When a Jamaica ain't a bad man.
Man, never.
And we are talking about, brother, yo, some of the big, you have to watch them people that get money from to build some of them houses. And you see once water coming at this place and start run through pipeline and everything, you go see the development.
Well, no, remember, say I done the most Irish plant, you know, bossy.
Irish?
Manchester. Yeah, man, I done the most majority Irish come from.
Oh, man, you know that still. But you see which part with the right now, Squitty? And say, yo, the Prime Minister is supposed to call the election. Look here, man. And people more want to know this. There has never been a Prime Minister that has so much project and so much ribbon to cut like with Harris. Just our man have ribbon to cut like whoa.
Project. I'm gonna even interrupt you, but I saw something on Nationwide too that I think is even important as the ribbon cutting them and whatnot. Just gonna read the headline. Nearly 100 laws passed by Parliament since 2020. Parliament passed nearly 100 pieces of legislation over the life of the current term, according to data provided by Gordon Holness, the Nationwide. The data shows that up to the parliamentary recess earlier this month, 99 acts completed journey through the legislative process, right? For the period, the Gordon House either passed or did 99 laws. 17 laws were passed in 2020. That was the Data Protection Act. Enacted in June, it's a framework designed to safeguard personal data and privacy rights. 2021 saw the most pieces of legislation either passed or amended 24, including amendments to the Road Traffic Act and the country's anti-gang legislation. 12 acts in 2022, including the repeal and replacement of the Firearms Act. 2023 saw 17 legislative items passed into law, such as amendments to the Child Care and Protection Act and repeal and replacement of the Bail Act. 13 more acts were passed in 2024, while 8 more were passed in 2025. The 19 acts passed over the near 5-year period is one less than 100 passed under the previous term, which began on March 10, 2016. Meanwhile, legislators held 570 committee meetings, 550 in 2025. 2021 was the busiest year for Gordon House. In terms of committee meetings, where 194 were held. This is a working government. 199 acts being passed, amended in your 2 terms of government. This is a working government. You look at the number of committee meetings. This is a government where consistently there parliament. Now, I don't know about the numbers of the PNP. I've never seen the numbers of the PNP release ever. But I'm willing to bet does it even come nowhere close to this. Yeah? So, even outside of the ribbon cutting, getting things done in terms of outside the ribbon cutting and the other stuff that they have done programs wise, the numbers of acts being passed works as a backative for even show you say, listen, government at work.
Alright. Folks, they are jump out in the car.
Solid, finish man and then we can move up.
Well, they are jump out skitty, big up on the car. We have work earlier, man. You know, bus me drive.
Sorry.
How
are you there?
Yeah, big Spain town, man. Spain town.
Oh, you drive JUTC?
No. We drive 6 bus.
Oh, close to them.
No, man. 6 bus.
Yeah, yellow bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Safe travel upon the gravels, eh?
Yeah, man, big up.
Yeah, man. I'm a bus driver too, you know.
I know, man.
Yeah, man. All right, big up yourself. Safe travel upon the gravel. Easy.
So essentially, that Tari said a while ago, pertaining to the nation's parliament, because that were passed and amended, what caused the reduction of crime, especially in Spanish Town. And that is the reason why. Yes. They don't understand these things because they don't listen to parliament. And that is the reason why we have seen that renewed interest of business just in Spanish Town now, like never before in this part of the century. Yeah. A lot of businesses right now is repatriating to Spanish Town. All the mega companies, they want a plant in Spanish Town.
Because a Spanish Town was they factory them used to there, you know.
Exactly. And they because of criminality.
So all the factories out of Greendale.
But how are you going to get them there if you have high crime? I'm gonna take off man years and put it up on stick. So it shows that the government is working for the people. Because guess what? The man will have him look around no squitty. Him can keep him rubber, me not worry, say man come fire pipe there now. Comfortable keeping the wrong rubbing and say, you know what, at least me can make a 300 grand tonight, you know, if I even come I can make a 300,000, me take out back what I take. I be still $100,000 in a profit. But how are you going to achieve that if you have say, boy, I wanted the boy them come shoot at the place tonight? Be the one that poor people that look for the government to say, you know what, I want government which part ensure say if a boy busting pipe so within 3 minutes, 7 different police units, they come from all directions and come, just like New York. Yeah. And some other state. And that I go to Jamaica now, brother. Because guess what? You cannot survive in a vacuum. You can't survive that you might have opened your business place, you bend down to open your padlock.
and a man shook and said, don't move and take away everything we have. And we don't want that. This legislative, it shows you that the government passed the law to benefit the poor man. Because now you have probably nearly 100 man there behind bars. No, not behind bars. They are in prison right now serving long sentences of what? Because of what they used to do. And some boy now see it now and say, oh boy, call me no Dan. Because if you call me Dan, I'm going to call police for you. People are behave themselves. People are going to look for them behave man around now. You don't have to do the world like one time. Because guess what? We have a system of governance. And that is the reason why you see people are come out in the different areas and they are actually saying, listen up, me see over next door, I get help in the next constituency, you know. And I wonder which part, one party I run it for 40 and 50 years. I don't see what them are doing. You know what? Me I make sure so we make a voice heard now. Because people want better. We can't believe the boy people in the back to still want to live in the same condition where them are living since the 1970s. They want better now, sweetie. And they deserve better.
But them can.
But they deserve better too. And the government to ensure that they get better.
But the changes, they can't make the changes because some people not advice down there. They have to just live in it.
The system politics, the system politics where you have to just do what is said there. But at the back of the matter is
oppose it, they're not strong enough to really get out the majority. We are living it and have votes.
Fine administration, as Solid Music said earlier, a prime minister that is actually working on behalf of the common man, where it is that he's touching different sectors in the country, investing in the different sectors so that people can see their government at work. And one of the best things you can ever do is transportation, water, road and bridges and all of them something. Everybody have to use that, brother. Everybody have to use that. Right now, enough places in Jamaica right now where whole lot of people live still not have the water. But at least we see a government we put in a solid say we put a big water system in a Mandeville so that Belfield and the environment on the hill now them can finally get the major water put in so them can find a smaller system pump up in for them community. We still have to put in a big water system in St. all the way into Negro. So that means you can, even if you have any amount of ship into the harbor, it does not affect regular citizens running their restaurant, running their hairdresser place, even their camps. These are the reality. And so we have to continue to say, you know what, this is an administration that has actually worked on behalf of the people, and so therefore should continue to have them working on behalf of the people. There's no way, Squitty, that I could have a government that says to me that, you know what, all the money with the North Coast, they have them much 100 acres of land, the value of 6 and 7 in the United States dollar, US dollar, hundreds of millions, up to $1 billion, some of them land value. Monday the government is finally collecting the taxation that they need to collect from them, because them out there are multi-billionaires, so the government need to collect fair tax so that you and I don't need to pay more taxes when your time come and the budget are read. That's what we want from our government. And so therefore I am comfortable knowing that this people will struggle. We are ensuring about what we can do. We reduce 1.15% of a GCT. We take back some taxes off of some things, ensure that people can get a break, people can survive. You give back some people some rebate, $1,000 in them paycheck. They can use it to spend. If they even want to go to Rio every week, they can go there. I don't know, every mountain, they can go there. That's what they choose. They go ahead and do it. These are what I think that this government is looking at. This is how you grow your economy and ensuring that people get an opportunity to serve more than they would normally do. Because they hand to more business now work out. And I'll allow somebody else to speak.
All right. Respect. All right, URL.
What is it, man?
URL. Mr. Senior. Mr. UL Senior.
Yes, man. What's up, man? I can't bother any talk, you know. I may not even know me coming. Anyway.
Right, so you want me to take you out then?
So, yeah, take care, man. Script.
Right.
Yeah.
Go drink some lime and honey.
Yeah, man. Wizzy, I do for my job.
All right. Respect. All right. Chip. Inspiration. Solid.
So, the next thing, you see, Tari tell you a while ago, you know, Prime Minister, they active in every sector, you know, the government active in every sector. We get a 20 reverse tax credit in a school. Where at the first time in Jamaica history, you know, after people appear to see how much you're from Jamaica farmer, the first time people ever get money from them tax, you know.
True.
Yes, what I'm saying? Quitty. We can't even talk about hospital or health center where the government repair and bring back online. You know what I'm saying? Them cost about the school system, and when they hear upon the news, best passes we get in a very long time in a with the school picking in them. Literacy rate they are 80 to 90% or near 100% in a school where them have to show out all award for the picking them and the teacher them. But the picking become literate right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, yo. The man a pro quit and you see anybody will say
yeah.
Watch you know, you see even me at the PMP is quitty. Me couldn't me have a cousin which part me live right you know. The dog a PMP. And the man say solid. We even drive go down a Poros recently. We got one place named St. Toulis and them place down a Poros in Manchester. Drive go down there. The man say, oh solid. Then road there the worst road in Jamaica, you know. And me I tell us quit here, carpet the man them have right now. Road them smooth down in the hills and valley road smooth. The man say, yo solid. JLP are working. I mean I get up go vote for no PMP right. So you know. The man say me more for vote for Labour right now more than anything. You know what I say? That show say the work where Andrew do vote in the election or them go vote for you. That are well in Jamaica. When I talk about some people where them say, yo, my mama bought PMP so me can't change sir. A PMP me think the all went time and then now I like a spot and them a suffer.
When ship sink. When the ship sink.
Yeah, when they like crazy. Them no one go take no job because them a say you make them job that they no one go take no job. The younger people them when they in Jamaica we're supposed to suffer right now. The people them when out there in the city because every single day me come past social me see company put up them something say them a hire. They want driver, they want waiter, they want this type of smaddy. The type of smaddy when me touch all night town every minute. People put up things for them for them glass. I show them they need worker. Jamaica short a worker right now. May I tell you the truth? And that because the economy are going good. People are keep dance right now. You know how much for one beer in one dance right now? $500 and $600 for one beer. If you buy one quarter liquor away from 7,000 or 8,000 to 10 grand. One quarter rum. But one quarter rum I sell for 3-5. Let me tell you, when you go to them party, people are buy off all of them liquor, them man have
Three flasks them now.
one flask of about 3,000. Yeah. So I show you and people are buy them. Where people get money from to buy them. You know what drink? Brother, I live in South Manchester and the amount of every single night we think about. One party I keep. One round. the people them have money for spend with it. Everywhere. I don't know who they on the live we can attest to if I see anything in your community around your environs. But every youth, practically every youth in the vicinity right now, are they start a new business or something. I don't know if I wish for me they alone. But the people them with in the chat on the type are the panel who can attest to that. Because me I see around. That's what I say. Come here, a little cousin with the right so.
That's all I chopping my father. Well, for chopping I go on now.
Nah, man, we're not talking about chap bad, man. We're talking about people who are annex money and I save them money and I do them thing. I pay one thing.
We soon talk to one king, man. Well, I'm making there. We soon talk to him.
We're not talking about chaps. You know the chopper them there. The chopper they're not hard for find out. The chopper them are some little youth where you see some big car and when they come to them buy Hennessy, then do some look something, do some big money pull up on them. So we are chopper. We are talking about the regular youth them. We not say the car them buy a new car, some Benz or BMW. But you know some man start a car, probably one little Axio, one little either one police shape or something. Or one bike or something. You will see that in every vicinity, bro. You see what I say? Every little man a build one. Where they get money from? Because the economy are running good. Because the economy good. With debt to GDP ratio has cut in half. So the government have money to spend to develop the country. Investors want to come in to Jamaica now because I guess crime has been reduced. As the man them say a while ago, people feel safe to walk. Yes, I go there. So I got mobile with your squitty. And when I got mobile, the amount of police when you see in the bus park alone, the police station at the bus park. Yeah. You understand? So you come out of the bus park and normally when you come out and go in a mobile bus park, you will timid, you know, because you don't know some mobile people place and all of them something. No, you touch the mobile town Batman police there a station at the bus park. You go to my gold panel where they see one police vehicle park up so the police around it. You walk freely and never worry yourself. You know, say too much police they say a man now just rush you so a man take something and run because you cannot make an alarm and by you make an alarm police have to freeze the force. 6,000 14,000.
Yes, sir. But we check out one king, what go on?
There no father.
Yeah, where you say I go on now?
No, I check in for listening for one or talk. No, I say me just come in, so I check in for listening for one or about. It sound like some
so what
politics.
your opinion about what yard? Where you the yard?
Yard me the man, yeah man.
Yeah,
In terms
which constituency?
But the I don't even know. Down on the Negro side.
What the MP?
Huh?
What the MP? What the MP?
I'm not too follow it up too tough, you know.
Western Westmoreland. Westmoreland. Your MP is more than Wilson. I know you have
Go again?
Or you look down the to the part of the place.
So, in terms of the political atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah man, the politics matter about.
Okay, yeah man. It look like Mr. Holness have a next chance, man. It look like next term coming based on what I say I go on that side of the world.
Put down now, PMP or JLP?
JLP.
Was a JLP MP you have? You say, am I going to see it?
You want to look that way, yes?
You're the panic going for no what go on? How you feeling?
Not too.
So we hear people must say.
Well, the people must say the government, based on them operate, it would want to look like say we have growth to go on in the country. And
You personally you say growth to go on and develop.
tourism has always been a thing down the side there.
No, outside like
Go again.
Like infrastructures and like that.
Yeah, man, I have a few infrastructure I build up down that side as well. I have a couple infrastructure works are going on that side.
Now, what Squitty were really asking is, Squitty asking if you come out of your comfort zone. Squitty is asking that nationally. Have you visited anywhere else except where you live, the road where you live on? Have you able to see something different from than even 5 years ago? That's what Squitty is saying, nationally. You have to understand the question.
No, I think in the record on my side, it never said nationally. It must have down on my side. But from a national perspective, yeah, I would agree. As I say, infrastructure, employment, what do I call it now? Yeah, them thing they risen over the time, over a couple of years. 5 years ago, we never have so much job security as what we have now. So I would have said there's growth in regards to that. Like, so.
Oh, so you'd have give Andrew a second, you'd have give a vote.
Andrew, yes, man. Woman.
Okay. All right. You see and you see.
Yeah, man.
See and you see. Then some people don't see.
No, you forgive credit where credit due. You can't go around the thing.
That's okay.
Yeah, man. You have your eyesight long. When you're old, you're not go blind. But the people that will see and not see when I'm go blind.
No, so I have to understand. Some people are dire to them. Whether or not them see them just now go see. You get me, I say?
Yeah, that's why them go blind.
Them now look on the facts.
And you see things as tearing in your eye. What you say you don't see and you see.
Them blind.
As Mr. Crawford was saying, in the lie, I will part a cut. So things are good.
What do you mean of ribbon when you cut a ribbon?
Huh? What do you mean of cutting a
opinion? What's the meaning of a ribbon when you cut to a ribbon cutting? Signify?
Ribbon cutting seems the opening or the recognition of a new development. So that means the amount of ribbon we are cut that are show there's a lot of new development.
You finish it talk. That is completed.
Go again.
Right. So something complete and it's about to open and cut the ribbon.
Yeah.
So them say I go on a cut. So a peer place him
That's a good thing. New development.
A good thing that you know. At least them see something, man.
Them are see something, but this is going on. Basically, I make a mockery of the thing. Make it look like say him want sidestep or go around what is actually going on.
I want to ask a question one king. I want to question one king. Based on the fact that you're from that.
But man, I'm good youth still, you know. I mean, when I fighting thing, I just gimmicks and keep that.
I want to ask a question though, one king.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Based on the fact that you're from that island, you know, in the tourism belt to an extent.
Yeah.
Do you think that the probability has widened where a man can walk for his job from one hotel and within get another job at the next hotel?
So the probability is wide.
Yeah, in terms of
one hotel to the next hotel.
Yeah, without having to wait too long to get another job.
It depends, you know. It depends on because all right. As I'm saying, there is job security down there, right? However, wages still low. So a man not gonna really say I'm gonna leave a hotel work for go back to our next hotel work. But if you're asking if it is that I'm gonna do that, the probability is high, man.
Yeah, because look at Princess Hotel. That is
Your
what
phone crack
over
up, man.
2,000. Oh, my one.
Yo.
Yeah, hear me?
One king.
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Yeah, man, I hear him doing it.
The location, man. The thing I crack up with you there.
No, I hear him good, man. I see like you never hear him sweet it, but he was perfect. I want to we hear.
Yeah, man, I hear now.
Yeah. And I hear him
well,
sweet
at least you see one king. And you're on the right side. You're on the right side.
You see like squitting I one king.
Smithy, yeah, you know say?
Hello?
Nah, I hear me.
One king thing
drop out
one king I
crack up there, man.
Drop out one king. Drop out and come back.
Alright.
Yeah, man, come back.
Alright.
Yeah, I know now you're
I could hear from Chris Carter. Chris Carter loves sleep, you know, I'm always asleep.
Morning, man, I wake me. Man, I can't sleep that up.
Eh?
Morning, I wake me.
What you say, Wizzy?
Something wrong with the live. You're not hearing nobody in the script. Something wrong with the live.
Man, internet. Chris Carter.
No, man. Something wrong with your life.
Oh, Mr. Me wake now.
Chip.
Nah, here we nah.
Squitty, everybody I hear about you. I hear nobody squitty.
Yeah, what are we here squitty?
With your internet, I go on laptop, man. Everybody internet laptop.
I feel you.
Everybody internet are messed up, man. Tari. I'll go on with the thing, you know. All of the internet them are messed up. Tari.
Squitty.
Yo.
Squitty go on with the Wi-Fi.
Squitty left on the PNP.
Where is it?
Come on, find PNP Wi-Fi squitty.
Where is it?
Nah, you know.
What go on internet them?
Yo, in not read the comments then.
Nah, see it.
Messed up.
No, I feel him intent to get trouble. Him nah see it. Him nah see it. How we send a message and him nah read it. Cause Squitty. Him not normally have that problem there. I don't know what go on.
The hacking system, man.
Yeah, more something like that. Him nah see the screen like that. Lady T, him nah see it. Squitty always read the comments. I tell her that. No like up the live. Like up the live and
system is be a bad man. The system will be not
Yeah, we know Squitty.
Huh?
Yeah, we know.
Nah.
Yo, I hear internet.
I want to can restart if him lose. But if him read, we could have time to restart. You kind of resume.
No, sir.
So,
Make we up till tomorrow.
I'm telling you.